Hi everybody, it's Lorelle here from Forever Purple Creations, and I am here on Ciara's channel, Ciara McInerney. We are going to make some doily flowers with one of her kits, and we're going to make a keepsake box to keep the flowers in. She's still preparing a little bit, so I just wanted to come on and say hi to everybody. This is we are going to make some doily flowers. This is more for, you need to turn your volume off on your YouTube. This is more for us. We're not planning on a lot of people being here, but we just found it works better if we work together. Then we get more crafting done and we get more stuff done. So we're not, you know, we know everybody can watch us later. We're not guaranteeing how many people are going to come in, but we just like to go on and do it this way, and then we don't have to film our video separate and by ourselves. So I'm going to click over, and I am going to be working on the box first, and Ciara is going to be working on the flower doily, the doily flowers. Let's say it right, Lorelle. And then we'll flip back and forth so you can see what both of us are doing. All right, I did want to stop and say prayers to all in Florida today and tomorrow and Tuesday, and you know, the week that's passed. I do have a son in Tampa, and I know a lot of the girls on here have family in Florida all over, so I just want to say prayers to all in Florida, and for them all to stay safe. So yes, prayers for everybody, for sure. Okay, scary. I am going to you can keep talking. I'm just going to flip over my camera to my other camera so we can get started.
So do you want to click on me for a second?
Yep. All right, there you are. It's on you.
Okay, so what I'm starting out with, like the main things I'm going to be using is I have a lot of, sorry for the camera shaking, a lot of pastel doily kits, and I wanted to go ahead and show you some different things that you can make with the pastel doily kits. I know it's getting a little bit past spring and summertime, and a lot of the bright colors. But what I like to do is I like lots of creams and tans, and I like to add splashes of colors here and there. So what I'm planning on doing, I'm sure you guys know my style is kind of vintage, shabby. Well, I would consider myself that kind of style. And so what I wanted to do is just create some flowers, and then I want to make a special keepsake box. I think this would be like an awesome cool, you know, gift for somebody, or if you just wanted to pre-make a bunch of flowers so you have them ready for your future projects, that's also awesome, and you can keep them all, you know, dust free in the box. I think that's a really cool idea. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be creating some flowers with one of my doily, pastel doily kits. There is still a few left in my store. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and then Lorelle's going to be working on her box. I will go ahead and, do you want to flip back to you, Lorelle, while I get cutting
Hold on
some
one second. I am just, I'm sharing this on the pages, so just give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do first then is I need to cut some felt squares, or felt circles, of course. I luckily got my needle and thread together if I need to gather anything. I also got some pink and purple tulle out, and I got some mint green ribbon, eyelash trim. I kind of tried to plug a little bit of everything so I can make a few different doilies. This curtain was actually gifted to me by Misty. Hi, Misty. And I'm going to cut it up to use as one of the layers of my flowers. So, because I really want to combine the cream with the colors, so I can just add, you know, do my, you know, style that I normally do, but also add some splashes of color to it, because I really like that look. I don't know if you guys have checked out Jean Ragg's channel, but I love how she is, you know, really Victorian style, but she adds splashes of colors here and there, and it just is so beautiful. I just love it. So anyways, I will get some just standard felt that I bought from Walmart. And
Tracy, Werung. I hope I'm saying that right, Tracy. Tracy Werung is here. She says to say hello. And Vanessa just showed up. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for joining us.
Do you want me to flip over to me while you're doing what you got to do?
Okay.
Or are you good?
Yeah, I can click on you. Okay, I'm on you.
All right, guys, so I am actually going to be, this is the box I'm going to use. I couldn't find a smaller one at the moment, but that's fine. I'm sure I can find plenty of flowers to put into it. So I got this box at the dollar store, which is actually my colors. It's got purples and stuff in it, but I am actually going to cover it today. I pulled out some papers and some die cuts and some other things. I'll probably use some laces, and I'm going to put doilies all around it and doilies on the top. So I am going to be cutting some paper to cover the outsides of this, and I am going to alter the box. So we just, you know, we and Ciara, I know it's kind of weird for us to go live, but instead of us filming our own videos by ourselves, which we both seem to struggle with because it's kind of hard to talk to yourself, it's just easier for us to come on here and film together, and the only way we can do that is to go live. So we're not expecting a lot of people. We mainly are coming on here to do the project, and then the video will be out there. So you know, we'd like people, of course we'd like people to show up, but we are okay with just being on here and working together to get some crafts done. My son is in Tampa today, so I'm trying to keep my mind busy. So I asked Ciara if we could work on something today, just so I'm not staring at the news all day long. So yeah, so this is the box I'm going to use. So yes, Ciara was nice enough to come on, and we are working on one of her kits that she has these doilies in her Etsy store at CandCCraftNantiques on Etsy. She has some amazing doily kits. I do happen to have one of them, so I will be using mine today. So you can go check, you can definitely go check her out and check out her wonderful kits and stuff she has going on. And we will post the links in the description box of the video after this, so you can go and check it out.
Yeah, they're already posted in the description box. The Lorelle's channel is linked in the description box, and also the Etsy store is linked in the description box. And then you can just, if you need to search for them, there's not very many, you know, I'm still a little store, so there's not a ton of items in my store. But there is, if you need to search, you can search pastel doily bundles and you will find a few different ones. And I also have previous videos on my channel showing each bundle doily by doily. If you're interested in seeing it more closely than
so
the show.
The doilies do, and
sorry, what did you say?
it's not us, it's YouTube's been doing it to everybody. So this is a really pretty pink one. This is a big one, and this one can all be cut up. So it looks like this.
Yeah, I love that one.
For lots of stuff. And then there's this gorgeous, I want to say blue, but it's like a blue mint green. It's a powder blue probably. It's really pretty. So that's a nice size one. This one can all be cut up. You can cut the square out right here if you wanted to. And you could cut out these pieces right here. You could probably make a flower out of those. And then there's this gorgeous purple one. I love these because it has the popcorn stitch in it. And I love the raised stitches in the crochet. I've done many stuff with all different stitches that are raised like that. And then again, you can cut this square one out. You can cut these long pieces out, or you can cut these corners out, whichever you'd like to do. And then it comes with this
so many creative possibilities with this kit. I mean, you could use it for any embellishment on any project that you're doing, just to add some pops of color, or, you know, even make a doily book. Me and Lorelle aren't really at that point where we're ready to make doily books yet, but we're working up there, I think. We definitely want to make fabric and doily books soon, but definitely I think it's going to be something that's going to take us a little bit of time. So I don't know if we'll ever do that live.
Oh, we will be doing that live. We can do it. You always tell me I can do it. This one's white. This one is actually either that powder blue or again like a mint green. And then this one is pink. I love this design. And then this one is purple. This is definitely a vintage doily. I know that. Am I right, Ciara? Is this a vintage doily right here?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. And then this one is also the light lilac color.
I love it when the thread's so thin. I love vintage doilies. I look for
this one is pink. This is another pink one. This is a pink. And this is a light lilac. And it's nice and teeny tiny. And I do believe I've used a few in mine. Sorry, guys. I got a little excited and I used a few of them on a couple projects. So these are the ones I have left from the kit, but it did come with a few more doilies. So I pulled out these papers. I have some, just the colors that are kind of in the doilies. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to work with yet. And then these, which is really pretty. I hope you guys can see that. These are all the same. And then the stripes. And then I have this pretty pink. And then I pulled out these two because I actually really like these. This is like a pink. And then this purple one I think I'm just going to do around the edging with the words on it, which I think is really pretty. So I'm not going to make this one all purple, believe it or not. Then I wasn't sure about this one, but it's got the pinks and the greens and stuff in it. And then this one is a very light purple. It's like, I don't know if you can see that pattern in there.
That's funny because you did like the exact same.
And then I pulled out these packs. Well, I don't have a lot as far as paper goes, so I just pulled out what I could find that had the colors in it that I thought I would use today. Why? What did you pull out?
So the paper that I pulled out actually is like the vintage scripture paper because I wanted to make it. I really like, you know, like the browns, tans, greens, ecru.
Right.
So I wanted to kind of make this like a vintage feel and then just add pops of color where I could. So that's funny because your paper is going to be bright and mine's going to be more whatever. So we'll see. We'll definitely have two different projects, which is nice. I like that we are on our own.
Measure mine a little bit so I can cut my sides. Do you want me to click on you, Ciara? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just cutting up the fabric right now. It looks like Vanessa's writing something in the chat. Can you see it?
I will take a look. I use to group Ciara's flowers in my projects. Yeah, she has great doilies. She said we can do it. She's like, you ladies can do it. Yes, we can.
Oh,
Ciara's always telling me I can do it, so now I have to tell her she can do it.
Yep. You can be my shirt.
I'm going to cut myself some strips. And I may gesso the edges of the box just so that dark green color does not come through when I wrap these pieces around. But I did want one piece that was a little bit darker than the rest just so it stood out a little bit on the box. Yeah, and see, that's what's nice about both of us together. I mean, we didn't sit and discuss what exactly each of us were going to do. So you're going to see two different variations of her style and my style. I mean, I'm still learning the vintage and stuff, which Ciara will teach me a lot about that, I'm sure.
No, I'm not an expert.
But she keeps telling me just to do me.
Yes, that's exactly what the best thing you can do is do you, because your style is what you want it to be. I mean, at first, we first learn and first, you know, when we first get on here and we first start crafting, we learn from other people and we develop our own style throughout that time, which is nice. And I think, you know, but eventually we do develop our own style through, you know, seeing what we like and what we don't like. And
I can have an idea in my head and I know what what I'd like to make. And I don't know how to explain it, but once I get going, my hands kind of take over and do something completely different because they seem to know what my style is. So, I mean, I do have a good style, but I love my style. So,
Lorelle's style is big.
Yeah. My style's big. I don't know how to go small or stay inside the lines.
Well, actually, she does. She made this gorgeous little bitty, itty bitty tag, and I'm all about miniature everything. Oh my gosh, all about miniatures for sure.
So I just figure it's going to be easier if I just cut these on here. So I'm going to cut mine right on here, just so it's quicker. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll click over to you, Ciara.
Well, I was thinking, actually, what do you think about us just going back and forth? You know, so I'm cooked on me, you're cooked on you, and then whenever we talk, it will show our screen.
Okay. Well,
for now, until we're actually like doing something.
All right. Do you want me to switch to you? We can switch to you now, so I can see what you're doing.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what I'm doing now is I just prepped my felt circles right here. And then I'm just going ahead and cutting strips of vintage curtain lace. Actually, I don't know if it's vintage, but it looks vintage because it's kind of yellowy and, you know, it looks like it used to be white at one time. So I'm pretty sure it's vintage. It's something that the Sweet Misty sent me. So I really like that. And so my first flower, I think I'm going to start with the first layer. I got my glue gun out too, which...
Oh, I guess I better turn my glue gun on just in case.
Usually I'm not a huge fan of because it likes to burn me. I don't know why it hates me, but it does. I've been a real big fan of fabric tack lately.
Yeah, I am so addicted.
Yeah. Some projects you just have to use a glue gun, unfortunately. I mean, I definitely
Anastasia Miller says, "Hi Ciara, hi Ciara hon, how are you?"
Hi Anastasia, it's so nice to see you. I haven't talked to you in a bit. I hope you're doing good, hun.
Vanessa, you can hear us both, right? I guess I should ask somebody, being as she's in here, if everybody can hear us both. That would be nice. It'd be funny if they couldn't hear somebody. Be talking to yourself.
Yeah. That would be our kind of video where we're talking to ourselves.
It would. We seem to manage some kind of something each video, so I'm sure we will manage one in here too.
Yeah, we always got an oopsie moment going on.
All right, Angel Dream Crafts, which is, don't tell me your name. I'm trying to remember your name.
Isn't it Kim?
No, I don't remember.
Or no.
I'm terrible. This is terrible. Angel Dream Crafts, what's your name again? I'm sorry. I know it. As soon as she tells me, I'm going to say, yep, that's it.
She's a superstar, Angel Dream Crafts. Isn't she the one who's having the doily book challenge?
Having some kind of challenge or something going on, isn't she?
Yeah.
Hi, Anita.
Y'all should definitely check out Angel Dream Crafts channel. She's an amazing crafter. Everybody in here is Anastasia, Vanessa. I mean, we love to support each other's channels and support each other's crafting for sure. But I think, yeah, Angel Dream Crafts is having a challenge right now, and she's doing pages for a doily book, which is super awesome. I love that idea. And then I think she's going to put them all together, and then don't, get me word for word.
You're right. It is Kim. Her name is Kim.
Just check out, she also is a designer for KS4U, which is an awesome place to buy your laces. I love KS4U. I think I'm an addict when it comes to it. Whenever I see one of Kim's shows, what are they called? Where she shows the laces she got from KS4U that month or whatever. I always am like running over to KS4U to buy them. You are an enabler, Kim, for sure.
And hi, Deborah. Deborah Cruz came in. Anastasia says, I've been on the truck with my husband, but hope to be getting back to the craft room real soon. Yeah, she says she's doing doily book pages.
Yes. When does your challenge end, Kim? I moved all my stuff to my living room because my husband likes to bug me while I'm crafting in the kitchen, because that's our main, you know how sometimes you have like main spaces in your house where your family gathers and everything, and it's usually the living room in most houses, but our house is kind of a little weird shaped, and most of our gathering is in the kitchen and dining room area. That's where we, you know, hang out and talk and do dinner and stuff, because my husband works all the time, and so our kitchen's our gathering space, and I usually have my crafting area in there because my craft room needs to be cleaned really badly. Lorelle's been on my butt about that.
Yes, I have.
And oh, sorry for that loud banging noise. My husband's walking in and out of the door, and he doesn't like to be gentle on it.
Oh no, I know someone in this house that's the same way. Oh, her challenge ends today. Well, that's a bummer.
Oh, bummer. I know, because I started making something. I started making a doily page, but I just have been so crazy busy.
She says, wait till you see what KS for You owner is listing tonight.
Oh, really? More laces? More like new laces? Yeah, I love KS for You. Their prices are freaking amazing.
Deborah
And
says she just seen my granddaughter is into JoJo bows, and that is some costly ribbon and good price locations, ladies. I don't know what JoJo ribbons are yet, but I'm sure it's hair things that girls wear in their hair.
hi, Goldie. How are you, hun?
Hi, Goldie.
We got another KS for You GT in
And Cyber Girl CA. I don't know who that is.
Hi, Cyber Girl. Me and Lorelle are just kind of messing around, making some flowers in a keepsake box to put them in. We're using one of my pastel doily bundles that I've made in my shop. The links are below if you're at all interested. What I'm doing is I really like to incorporate, I'm really into the vintage style and the creams and everything, but I want to be more of a kind of person that likes to put pops of color in my stuff. So right now I'm making just, you know, the standard petals that everybody knows how to fold out of the squares. You know, we've all kind of, I think, started around the shabby chic flowers. I know that's how I started into it, and Lorelle told me that's how she was started into the shabby chic world. But so I'm just folding some what's it called, petals right now to make my flower. So my first layer is going to be the pretty, oh, what's it called, the pretty lace, vintage lace curtain petals that I made.
We don't want to watch me because all I'm doing is putting gesso on a box. Cyber Girl, which I'm guessing her name is Julie because someone said hi, Julie. She's saying you should check out the Venice lace.
Yeah, on KS for You.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually just purchased some and just got my box. What's it called? I got it like 2 days ago or something. I need to pull it out. You know, I hoard the crud out of my stuff from KS for You. I like rarely ever use it because I just love it. And I do really love all the crochet laces KS for You has, which is super awesome because they carry a lot more than other stores. And but I really like the Venice laces that are coming into the stores as well. They're really awesome. I love that store, period. Only will forever be a buyer from that store for sure. So I'm just laying down my first layers. I mean, with my flowers, I definitely love them to have lots of layers and be, you know, stand up and poofy. Not bushy, but
I was
poofy.
just gonna say, don't say the word.
Another live show me and Lorelle did. It was so funny. She was trying to describe something and she accidentally said bushy. And it's like, that's one word, you know, you really don't hear in the crafting.
Because it doesn't belong in the crafting world.
Crafting world. And we're like, I was like, bushy? What are you talking about? Bushy? It was hilarious.
Yeah. But let's keep reminding Lorelle of it every show we do.
Hey, that's my job. I'm your friend. That's what I do.
All right, I've almost got the edges of my box painted. Or gessoed. I probably should have done that first before we started, but
That's what I was thinking, because I'm gonna need to gesture the edges of my box.
What fun would that have been, you know?
Gosh, I just love these little doilies for embellishments, these little guys. I think my first flower is going to be pink.
I'm getting gesso everywhere, so I'm going to get a baby wipe. Let's see what everybody's saying. Yep, especially angles. No one can make a flower like you can, Kim. Your flowers are beautiful. Oh, thanks, my friend. You are awesome. So they're talking to each other, which is good.
Yay. Yeah, Kim makes beautiful flowers. Very talented. Very talented with the shabby chic and the vintage. So I'm going to use one of these doilies as the base, actually, under my little petals that I made. And this is like a light baby pink. I'm not really into the bright pinks. I like the muted colors more. And I love when you make a flower, I love how like layers just peep out of the edges. I think that makes them the best. I really like that. For the middle of the flower, the third layer, I'm going to use this little guy, this little pink doily. And I get a lot of these kind of doilies like this from Turkey. I have a friend in Turkey who her grandmother crochets doily mats, and she sends them to me. And well, of course, I purchase them, but she sends them to me, and I just love playing with them. They're just so tight, you know. They're like, you can totally tell they're the vintage doilies because they're really, you know how you can kind of just tell what a vintage doily is compared to like a doily made here and now. It's fun. Okay. So there's that guy.
Is your middle layer done with, sorry, I was working on my stuff. Is your middle layer done with fabric? Did you do that with fabric?
No, so this is a vintage.
Angel, Kim's asking if you crochet your doilies. Yes, you do.
Yes, I crochet my doilies, but these ones aren't. The ones in my kits and bundles aren't crocheted because I'm definitely not as fast as Wendy with Twice as Nice and Cindy. They're like speedsters when it comes to crocheting, I swear. And I'm not, I like to do a lot of little things. So I don't go fast like they do. There's like super speed. I don't know how they go.
You can whip out doilies pretty quickly.
You should see how many doilies Wendy whips out. She's amazing. Does Goldie crochet? I wonder if Goldie crochets because I haven't. feel like I need to add some more on here to make this.
Kim is asking, have any of you took the flowers and made it on a, I'm guessing the word should be stem to stand up? They are gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even thought about that, making fabric flowers with the stem. That would be a really cute idea. And like put them in like a vase, you know, use as like a centerpiece in your house. That'd be a super cute idea.
Yep,
you should do a tutorial on that, Kim.
I'm just waiting for my box to dry a little bit.
You're fine. We're just on here to have fun. We weren't, there's no plan or game or anything. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna add another layer of these. I know all the men are out watching their, well, not, I guess women are a lot into football nowadays too, but I'm not a huge football fan, believe it or not.
Hey, Kim, Wendy has loads of free doilies for you because we love you. Kim's like, OMG, Goldie, thanks.
I hope Wendy loves me too. Yeah, love twice is nice. She has lots of beautiful doilies. And Cindy, she's just the sweetest lady in the world. I just love your guys' family. You're just so full of so much talent. Me and Cindy are planning on doing some giveaways coming up, so we're really excited about that. So keep an eye out for that. Cindy's always up for a good giveaway. She's so generous. Ouch! This hot glue is so hot. I don't know why I use it. Well, I do know why I use it, because I can't use fabric tack on flowers.
I'm going to mute you for 1 second so I can turn on my heat gun to dry my box real quick, okay?
All right, sweetie.
I don't want to drown you out.
You know, that's one thing I don't have is a heat gun. I've never done a lot of mixed media before. Most of my stuff is fabric, and truthfully, most everything I love to do is crochet. I love to work with crochet. Ouch, that's so hot, so hot, so hot, so hot. I swear my glue gun loves to burn me. I don't have one of those stinking Surebonders. I really need to get one of these days for sure. You know, a really good way I found of building flowers was by almost starting at the beginning, the top. Have you seen those videos done by, oh, I forget her, or Lily. Her name's Lily, and she makes these gorgeous, you love that word, gorgeous?
Love your new word, gorgeous flowers.
I can't believe I just said that. As you can tell, we're very new to live, so, oh my gosh.
We aren't the only ones that say weird things.
So yeah, Lily, they're called like Lily's flowers, and she starts from the beginning and builds them up by, she starts like, she does a reverse flower, and it's where you piece of the flower and you build it up going backwards. It's actually really different and cool. I love those flowers, how she makes them. They're so big and beautiful and
They're so gorgeous.
They're bushy. Oh,
Don't say it.
Hey, unfortunately you can't come through the screen and do anything about it, so I can say whatever I want, little lady.
Anita from our other group, Anita Vatneogard, she says she crochets too. She has a page on Facebook called Anita's Designs. Check it out if you want. We will definitely check it out, Anita.
Yes, for sure, Anita.
I'm going to write that down right now.
Lorelle's good about taking notes for us to things that we need to do. She's the note taker of the bunch. So right now all I'm doing is, so I didn't like how it wasn't poofy enough or bushy enough, so I decided to add another layer of the curtain.
Yeah, I think crocheting is, well, I don't want to say that's where I started, because I actually started drawing when I was in grade school. But when I started picking up crafts, crocheting is one of the first things I taught myself. And like I said, I actually had to read directions from a book to figure out the stitches. And it would take me hours to sit and keep doing it. And then it would be like, oh my God, I got it. But I sat and I can't even tell you how many different stitches I sat and taught myself when I started crocheting. But
Yeah.
and then I made my daughter her first baby blanket when she was a baby, and I still have it. And so yeah, I did a lot of crocheting when I was really young.
Yeah, you should see some of the beautiful pieces she made. You know, I taught myself
how to. Good night, Deborah. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Good night, Deborah. I taught myself how to crochet as well, and how I learned was a mix of, well, I learned some skills from my grandma and home ec, but my love of it came from when I was first, you know, creating shabby chic flowers and first got into the shabby chic world. I saw how expensive it was to buy doilies and everything, and I loved all the crochet flowers. So I'm like, hey, I should just, you know, I know kind of the basic stuff, so why don't I just make my own? And that's just what I started doing, and then it bloomed from there. And one of my really favorite things to do with crochet now is I love making crochet flowers, but I really love making crochet jewelry. That's super fun. I like making small embellishments a lot for crochet. They're really fun to make too, like those little baby, like little tiny miniature dresses. I love anything miniature, if you guys can't tell, which I'm sure you can from a lot of the things I make. But that's my fun stuff, fun news.
I know it's so hard to tell what I really love.
I know what you love. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. I don't know if I should use a bigger doily on the bottom or not. Oh, that's a pretty guy.
Well, Irma has touched down in Naples, Florida.
Prayers to all the Floridians.
The Floridians.
I know, you know what Washington is called?
No, what?
Washingtonians.
Washingtonians? I don't, what would Illinoisans be called? Illinoisans?
You annoy me in?
Illinoisans? I can't even say
it. I don't know.
Me either.
So this is my first flower. I have the pink doily, then I added the cream colored lace, then I added another pink doily, and then the cream colored lace, and then another pink doily. And luckily this pink doily on the back is really nice and thick, so I'm able to use it as a nice thick back. Now I'm not going to put in my centers yet, I really like to make my flowers and then add the centers later on because I like to add centers that match my projects that I'm, working on or whatever. So, because, who knows if it's that's going to go on a project that's pink or if it's going to go on something cream. So I don't really like to add my centers until I know exactly.
That makes a lot of sense. I would have never thought of that.
What I'm going to use it on.
I always add my centers. Now I won't because that actually makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so now I think I'm going to use my little scraps that I've cut off of the big pink doily and make some petals with that. Are you ready you want to switch to you, Lorelle?
Oh, you're fine. I'm just gluing paper onto a box. When I get a little further, we'll switch and I'll show them what I'm doing.
The chat better. I really need to get
Yarmin Torres came in and said, hello, Ciara. It's a pretty flower. And that's it. Nobody else has really been talking.
Yeah, write in caps if you really want us to see something because we're not really.
I can see it. It's right in front of me, so I'm kind of watching it.
Alrighty.
Trying to figure out why my paper's not really sticking here. Let's open the bottle and get some more glue going here. How about that? There we go. That's the way to get the glue flowing.
I think that's what I'm going to do. So I just love that the crafting world has Skype and we have
me too.
The Google Hangouts and stuff now. It's so cool. I really like that we all can connect on a more personal level. And it's just really neat that we all are able to do that now. Pretty much anyone can as long as they have a computer, and almost everybody has computers now.
Or a phone.
Yeah, or a phone even.
Diane's Victorian Shabby Shop came in. She says, hi, y'all. Hi, Yaz. I don't know. I think she probably typed something wrong like we all do.
Hi, Victorian Shabby Shop. I
think you know who it is more than I know who it is.
Victorian Shabby Shop. That might be Pam.
Goldie says, when Wendy and Sandy crochet, they crochet on the fly.
Yeah, they're fast. They're amazing crocheters. Love your sisters. Your whole family is amazing. Sandy is just the sweetest. I can't wait to see her next week. She's going to come down here. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because they all live in Washington, in the Washington area. So it's cool. We can actually get together maybe every once in a blue moon. Which I'm super excited about. Cindy, she's just the sweetest lady ever. Hot. You know what? I left my Virginia. She was so awesome and taught a lot of us, different tips and tricks and stuff and our crafts and everything. And she has a lot of tips and tricks videos, which I love them all. And she has this red spatula from the dollar store, hot. And it's like a no-stick spatula. And I actually left mine at my mom's, so I don't have mine. So I'm just going to burn the crud out of my fingers today.
Look at mine, Ciara. I know you can see me. Can you see me?
Your fingers or what? Well, I'm like can't see nothing because I gotta have my monitor.
Oh, that's right. I have a purple one.
Oh, spatula?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Where do you find that at?
I actually bought it came in a 2-pack at Walmart.
Oh.
The dollar store doesn't have them in purple. They only have them in red, and we know how I feel about red.
There's no love lost between you and red.
Not at all.
Me too. I'm not a huge red fan. I mean, the only thing I think, that's hot.
You're not supposed to put your fingers there.
Yeah, but they love to go where they're not supposed to go.
You were saying the only thing you love in red is what?
Oh, the only thing I love about red maybe is my daughter did this play the other year or whatever, and she was a, what's it called? She was a ladybug. A ladybug, that's what she was. And so I used all my red and black laces. Me and her had so much fun. We made these little like ladybug masks, but I used everything, you know, because I like to buy a lot of my laces and stuff in lots, and so you always get the sometimes, you know, colors that you're not going to normally use or whatever. So I have got, you know, had some red laces and some black laces, thankfully. And so we made these really cool masks that were, son of a gun, I'm just killing myself here. That were made out of, what's it called? Out of the red and black laces. And we had a lot of fun with that. So it was pretty cool. Because I get so bummed out sometimes when you get like this beautiful lace, so gorgeous, but it's black. And it's like, what am I going to do with this beautiful, gorgeous black lace? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah, exactly. Do something.
What?
Do something steampunk.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Cindy is like the steampunk queen. I swear. I don't know how she does some of the stuff she does. And I
she doesn't like red either.
What?
Yasmin says, I don't like red either. It's a nice color, but not for me. My favorite color is pink.
Yeah.
We said she'd be right back. And Diane Victorian Shabby Shop said, ladies, use the baby wipes to push lace and glue together. Must run. Take care. God bless. Have a great day. Thank you for the tip.
You too. Thanks, hon. What do you think she means, use baby wipes?
I think instead of putting your finger there, put a baby wipe there so that it doesn't stick to your finger.
Your finger. Just put like a baby wipe around your finger or whatever. I'm just kind of making like a little collage here of doily pieces, trying to make it a little bit more flouncy and make the bottom part a little bit bigger. I know it looks like I have a huge mess here, but
that's how it always is when you craft. It's supposed to be messy.
Hopefully I can get what I got pictured in my head down on the board or whatever you want to call it. Oh, I just don't like using glue guns. I wish Fabric Tack glued faster.
Oh, see, I always use Fabric Tack. even on my flowers and stuff. It only takes a second when you hold them together.
Really? So you do use fabric tack on your flowers?
Yep. Yeah, I barely use hot glue anymore for anything.
I know, I used to use it on everything, but I can't get the fabric tack to work for my flowers.
Really?
Yeah, I just can't get it to work down good. It just doesn't work well for me. I don't know why.
It says to use the baby wipes like a silicone spoon. Then the glue won't be getting all over your fingers. When you're pushing the flowers together, use a baby wipe to push down on it. Then it won't burn in your fingers.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that tip. I really appreciate it, hon. Diane. I think that might be Diane Bacchus, actually. That's who that is, I believe.
No, it's the one that has all those cats on her. It's not Diane Bacchus. It's I know her name. Again, see, I know her name.
Me and Lorelle are really something when it comes to remembering names, I tell you.
Well, you're way better at it than me.
No, I don't agree with that. A whole bunch of scrap pieces of doily for the first base, I think. Something to do. And me and doilies, I really like to cut. If you can't see the middle of it, why waste it and use it in the thing? So I like to, you know, especially because doilies are so expensive, I really like to spread them out as much as I can and get the most use I can as I can out of them. The most use I can out of them.
Having a hard time talking there, Ciara?
Yes, I'm losing my words.
Di Barb and no cats. No, I said hats, Di, not cats. Her name's Di Barb.
Oh, Di Barb, yes.
Yeah, not cats, hats.
Oh, I think you said cats.
I need to speak clearer. Yeah, really, I need to speak clearer into the microphone.
Cat lady. She's that cat lady. You know that cat lady around there? Hi, Di Barb. It's so nice to see you here, hun. And I think you said you had to go, but thank you so much for dropping by. I know Sunday's a crafty day. Yeah, Di Barb has a really cool shop where she has lots of vintage. I know my favorite thing I've seen in her shop before is she has very beautiful, what are they called? Vintage appliques. They're gorgeous. And May Larson has a beautiful, I think, composition notebook with some of her gorgeous appliques. So I'm just taking the outer perimeter of a doily and I'm kind of squeezing it together to gather it a little bit on here. So it's a little ruffled around the edges and it's just peeping out behind the pink. I need to get some fabric and that I can use. Hot, hot, hot.
All right, my lid is done.
Yay, we should switch to you.
Okay, we can switch to me while you're playing for a minute because yours is way more exciting than mine.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, guys, so I've started on my box. I actually took the edges and just gessoed them a little bit so that when I put the paper on, these colors don't come through, and I'll just stain it a little bit on the edges. So I started on the top. I wanted the top the dark purple, so I did take these strips right here, and I just glued them around the sides of the box. And then I just distressed it a little bit and around the edges here. And then I distressed all around the edge here. And then I put this beautiful paper on the top, which actually has the colors of the doilies in it. So I'm going to be decorating it with some doilies and some die cuts and stuff. So that's the top of the box. Now I just need to do some measuring and pick what papers I want to use for the sides of the box. And I think to try and keep with the, I think that'll go together. You think that goes together? I think so. I think it's my weird style is what it is. Or I can do the stripes. I think I'm going to do the stripes. So I'm just going to, maybe I'll do the stripes and then the flowers, but I'm just going to cut my pieces and I'm going to go around the sides like this as I do it. Like that. And then we can add some stuff to it. What was that, Ciara?
Your style's awesome. It's not weird. It's not different. It's you, and it's awesome, and I love it. So
I'm just going to kind of bend this a little bit because I could probably, I think I may put it on, and then I can just fold these down, cut them, and fold them down on the inside. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And yes, I am using fabric tack to glue on my paper because, believe it or not, this stuff is great, and it doesn't tend to bubble up the paper and stuff the way that tacky glue does. My tacky glue always seems to bubble up my paper, and I don't like that. So I'm going to go around this side because I don't know how far.
It's kind of bendy. That's the only thing.
Kind of what? And I know I want to go over the edge a little bit because it'll be easier to put another piece on if I'm starting from in the middle and not on the edge.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure
I think
on the edges.
Sorry.
So I'm just going to rub it in a little bit just so it's not all thick. So I'm just going to put it on here like this. I'm just going to push it down.
You're way better explaining what you're doing than I am. I'm just sitting here and just...
You were explaining everything perfectly fine.
Do.
All right, Anastasia. Sorry you're having internet issues.
Bye, hun. It's nice seeing you. Or hearing from you.
Thank you, Yasmin. Yeah, I don't get to use papers a lot, but in other crafts I used to. But yes, I do like using paper and covering things with paper. And so I'm just going to cut the corners here like this. And then I'm going to fold those edges over just so that they go inside the box. And see, I want them to cover this in there. And see, when I fold them over, they'll cover it. And the inside of the box is already this really pretty color. So I may later on put a sheet on the bottom. I'm not sure. But for now, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I just mainly want the outside of the box. I know I always decorate the insides of my stuff, but I will probably do that later. Right now, I just want to get the outside of the box decorated. Yeah. And then what's nice with the papers, I can add stuff to the papers as well. So, and I'll probably add some laces, and then I'm going to add some doilies and stuff to it. So, and we're just going to fold these down. Like so. You're going to be covered in hot glue burning yourself, and I'm going to be covered in fabric tack.
I know. I don't know why. That's one of the bad things about fabric tack.
And you know, I used to love tacky glue. I mean, I still use it for stuff, but I don't know. I'm so in love with this fabric tack. I just wish it wasn't so expensive.
I was going to say, it's expensive. A couple bad things about fabric tack. The only bad things I think about fabric tack is it's expensive. And then also the one thing is I don't like how it's stringy. It's like stringy, almost like hot glue sometimes.
All right. So I only pulled out one striped piece of paper. So now I got to go find another striped piece of paper. Is that what you're telling me? I only pulled out one striped one. I need the other striped one, but I think I probably should have cut this here and done stripes and then something else, but I'm just gonna overlap and kind of, I don't know here. Now I got myself, see, now I got myself thinking, because that looks too funky. But I think, let's see, one on that side, and I think in between these, I'm going to do this one. And then, so yes, give me 1 second. I'm going to switch back to Ciara for a minute because I'm going to go find some paper. There you go, Ciara. Oh, hi, Krista.
Yay, Krista's here.
Good morning, ladies. From my end, got my coffee, and you girls are live again. Yeah, me and Ciara, we needed something to do today.
Yeah. We need to take our mind off of the Florida tragedy that's going on. So we're doing a little crafting together. And so anyways, I'm making flowers and Lorelle's making the keepsake box. And then we're going to switch. Once she's done with her keepsake box, I'm going to start making mine. So anyways, what I've done so far is I have made this flower so far. And I'm using my Pastel doily kit, our pastel doily bunch that I have in my store to make some flowers with. And so what I'm doing is I'm making this flower now, and I used a doily layer, and then I used some of the pink. I cut up some pink doilies and just put a whole bunch of little pieces on here. And now what I'm going to do is I cut up this pretty flowers on it, and I'm going to fold them to make little petals to put on my pretty little flower. So I really like all the different textures and laces that you can add into the flowers. You know, I've learned so much from so many ladies on, ouch, son of a gun, I'm just burning myself like crazy. I've learned so much on YouTube for making fabric flowers from so many ladies. There's so many talented ladies out there who've taught us so much. I love fabric flowers. Sorry,
I think my problem is I watched so many that now I don't remember anything, which is terrible.
Oh, you remember plenty because you make some awesome flowers. That's for sure.
Well, the flowers I make are out of my head, except for the ones with the triangles. But the other ones, I was just monkeying around the other day trying to create something new. Because I don't remember anything.
You're talented. What are you going to work on today, Krista?
Let's see what she says.
In the hotel or something. I think she
said
she's
she made lots of doily flowers on Friday. Nice.
Oh, awesome. Can't wait to see them. You know, me and Lorelle are planning on making a group for
us two crazy ladies.
Yeah, for us two crazy women. And once we do, we'll let you all know, though, so we can all join and have fun and share our projects and inspire each other, which is so fun to do, of course. That's what crafting's all about, is sharing, caring, and inspiring.
Yes, it is.
Owie! And burning yourself with hot glue.
And burning yourself with a glue gun, or we'll do a class on how not to burn yourself with a glue gun.
Yeah, that's... I need
oh, she said she just finished. She came back last night.
Oh, from the... I'm watching the...
yeah.
Apartments or hotel or Sorry, I can't remember. I think it was like in a hotel or something.
Yeah, it was like a hotel. I started on a Christmas banner for our friendship mantle. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Friendship mantle. That's a cool idea. Don't know if I like that.
All right, and I think on these two, I'm going to do these two just a wee bit different. Just because it doesn't have to be the same all the way around. I think it would be nice to have it a little bit different. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Lorelle's always about symmetrical.
Yeah, I have issues with, and even this box is going to be that way because I just have issues with things being the same on both sides. I don't know why that is. Although my tag and my tag wall hanging, they weren't symmetrical, which was so odd for me.
No, you can do it. You can think outside the box, outside the lines, color outside the lines, think outside the box. You can do it. I believe in you. But you can also do it your way too, because they're both perfect.
It's like my hair when I was younger. I used to wear my hair down the middle, and I did for a long, long time until just a few years ago. And both sides always had to be exactly the same. My hair had to be exactly the same on both sides.
Oh, wow.
It was ridiculous.
But your mom loved having to deal with that. Getting your hair cut all the time. And because, you know, a lot of people, their hair grows differently, you know. It grows.
Yes, from one side to the next.
Yeah, it grows longer and shorter and whatever. Well, this is turning out a little.
Yasmin said that would be nice. She will love to join. And yes, Krista's working on something for a fireplace man. Oh, she said friendship mantle. She meant fireplace mantle, unless I don't know how to read because I need new glasses. So let me go back and reread it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, a friendship mantle.
Oh, she did say fireplace mantle. I'm sorry, Krista. I seriously need new glasses and need to learn how to read. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need lots of help.
No, you don't. We love you.
My goodness, that was funny. But a friendship mantle sounded really cool, didn't it?
Yeah, I like the idea. Put all your, you know, friend mail on your mantle.
Right. Exactly.
I think I like this. What do you think about this, Lorelle?
The flower?
Yeah, what do you like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Krista would also love to join the group. Yay, we will have 2 members, Ciara. We're doing good.
Oh well, it's all about fun and sharing, and we just want to be us. So. I think it's cool being in the smaller groups because you got a tighter knit group of ladies.
Exactly.
Even though the bigger groups are nice too.
And we're not worried about how big our group gets or anything like that. Just like we're not worried about, you know, it's nice to have ladies come and watch us when we're on, but we're not worried about, you know, having a ton of people on here watching us and stuff. We just like to come on and craft together and, you know, show people what we're making and display some of Ciara's amazing stuff from her store. And, you know, maybe down the road somewhere, I'll actually have a store.
Yes. Yes, Lorelle needs to have a store one day, for sure, for sure. I told her she needs to do an Etsy and start selling some of her beautiful work. I really like that flower. She's pretty darn huge, but I like her.
I like it. I think it's gorgeous.
I think I'm going to make a smaller one now. I'm going to cut. I got this vintage lace from my friend. Her name is I cannot believe I'm having a brain fart right now. But,
I don't know what her name is, but she's my friend.
Yeah. I'm like totally having a brain fart. I love that. Whenever I come on here, I always am like,
yeah, you lose your brain when you come on here.
Something's going on. I don't know.
Like you call a fireplace a friendship.
It's a
oh my goodness.
Life. Come on, Ciara. I think. Anyways, I bought this lot of beautiful vintage laces from her, and she was just so generous in the prices and everything, and I just bought a lot of it. And I love it has these flowers on it, and I love cutting, you know how like when you're making petals for your flowers, it's almost nicer when you have like a, rather than just having a square, it's almost nice to have like, like a weirder design or whatever on it. Like, like a flower shaped design or a circle or any kind of design, because it makes the flowers stand out more. Like if they're even like a rectangle, whatever, it makes them stand out more when they have like a design that you cut the fabric up in rather than just like a regular old square. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting up the lace because it has these flowers on the lace, and it's an old vintage lace, and I'm just cutting the flowers out of the lace, and then I'm going to fold them up and make them into flower petals, like how you fold them into thirds, fold them in half, and then fold them into thirds.
Krista says that maybe down the road she will have a stable horse store. Got to have another one. That would be awesome.
A what?
A stable horse store.
Oh, yes. I think you should sell your horses, Krista. They are like.
She does sell them. She makes them for people.
Oh, she does?
Yes, I believe she does. Do you sell your horses, Krista, or do you just give them as gifts to people?
Because I love her horses, and I really, really, really want to make one day, but I got this Beauty and the Beast, Barbie horse or whatever, and she's pink, and I was going to paint her and stuff, and I love the one, Janelle Bagley, she's Scrappin' Happy XO. She was so inspired by Krista's horses that she made one too, and it's just so beautiful. I just love these altered horses. They're amazing, and I'm in love with them for sure. I really want to make one, but I would love to swap or do something to get one of Krista's amazing creations, because
yes, she has been selling them. Her Black Knight went to the US. I remember that. I know she does sell them.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
You're so talented, and you're so, inspiring and creative. And I love that you share, I love that you share your creations with us to inspire us. And that's awesome. 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 I think my favorite one that she's made is like the mail carrier one, the donkey. I think it was like a donkey or something. I love that one. It's super cute. I love how she put so much crochet on it. But I really like also the merry-go-round that she made, and the.
Oh my God, that merry-go-round is awesome. All of her stuff is awesome. I love it all.
Yeah, me too. And see, Krista, she just does her own thing too. She's not a certain, her own style. So, you can see from her work, no one else was making the horses before her. So,
yeah, it's like you look at it and you go, I know who made that. See, that's what I mean, like that. You know by looking at it, different people's styles.
Yeah. So that's why everybody just has to develop their own style and kind of just share and care and inspire each other. What are you doing now, hon?
I am playing with die cuts right now.
Okay.
You can click to me in a minute as soon as I get a few of them cut out.
Okay, sweetie. Okie dokie. My husband, he has to go to work again today. My poor husband, he's been working his butt off this whole weekend. I just feel so bad. I feel bad when he works so hard all the time to keep us going. To keep my crafty addiction flowing. My husband loves his job. And he's awesome at it. My husband's actually a machinist at a machine shop down the road, and they make models for wind tunnels, which is really cool. He really likes that he's not like one of those kind of machinists that are constantly making the same thing over and over and over again, which would be so boring. And easily you'd get bored doing that, doing the same thing over and over again, being like in an assembly line. So he really likes that he's like constantly making other things. So that's cool that he likes his job. I used to work at a doctor's office for a few years. I was there and I loved my job. I miss it sometimes, but with my disability, I just can't work at this time, but I really hope to go back to work soon. Lorelle, she is a freaking she's a daycare teacher and works at a daycare. She's always teaching babies. Fun job.
I don't know if I would call it fun.
Well, the teaching of the babies is fun, but the other stuff maybe not so much. But
yeah, when you're in a room with 8 babies that are all crying at the same time because they got nothing better to do, it's not that much fun.
Oh, I know you love it.
They don't even know why they're crying.
Oh, you love it. You love it.
She said it's called the Posty Horse. And it's about sharing and caring. Yes, it is, Christy. You got that right.
Sharing and caring. Look at this beautiful lace that I got a little chunk of. Isn't it pretty?
That is gorgeous.
Cut this up into squares. Or maybe I'll do circles even.
You go, girl.
Make some petals.
Oh. Sorry, guys. House phone is ringing. I have no control.
No control over the house phone. Okay, I don't know what. I want to make a little flower now. These guys. I really like making little things a lot.
So do I. I don't know why that is, but I really do.
And it's very fun. Little itty bitty things. Oh yeah, was Krista on earlier too with Melanie? Was it
I don't think so. No, Patrizia was.
Patrizia. Yeah, that's cool. Does Crystal live close to Pat, or don't they live in the same? Or I think
Yeah,
Pat
no,
might live in Belgium or something. Or
no, they're both, I believe they're both in Australia. She says no, she missed it. She was sleeping.
yeah.
She says she got a hold of some gorgeous curtain lace from Little Craft Creations. Lucky you, Krista. You always find the really good stuff.
That's good. Gotta find the good.
Oh, Little Craft Creations is here, which is Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Oh, she was saying hi to Little Craft Creations, but she was saying she got a hold of. I need new glasses. Sorry, ladies.
Together,
I really
girl. Get it together. You're supposed to be.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna need to get one of these other girls in here to take your place, honey.
Exactly. I'm going to lose my wrench.
You will never lose your wrench, my wench. You will never, never, never lose your wrench. BFFTTE.
BFFTTE. I'm actually having a blast with these die cuts right now.
Awesome. Make me some.
Yes, I told you I would make you some. You just got to tell me which ones you want.
All of them.
All of them?
Anything to do with tea, sewing, and dress forms, I'm in.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. Well, we're about to go to you, so.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this last one out.
Okay.
That's the one thing about die cutting, though. It is quite time consuming. So I only have a few of them done here.
Gosh, so many beautiful doilies to pick from. I don't know which ones to use.
Yeah, that's the hard part when you're not sure what you want to use. That's how I get with stuff. It's like, what do I use? I think that's why it takes me so long.
And of course, I hate scraps at all.
Because I want to put everything on my projects, you know. You know, I don't
yes,
know
we know that.
I know. I don't know how to stop.
Love your creations.
As I say, more is more. More, what is it? More is less, more is more. Mine is more is more.
More is more. More is more. Let me check that down. Yeah, these are going to be cute little petals. Cute little petals. I'm kind of folding them a different way, ladies. So I'm folding them cockeyed. And then I'm folding, and then I'm only taking a third of it and I'm folding it over. So I'm only a third. Ouch, this glue gun is like burning my hand. So what I'm doing is I have the little petal, the flower petal that I cut out of the lace, and I'm folding it in half. So I want there to be kind of two bumps, you know, like there's a bump right here, bump right here, bump right here. And then I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to see where okay. So what I want to do is I want to fold it. This isn't working right. Okay, there we go. There it's okay. And then I'm just going to fold it over 3/4 of the way. So this is what the petal is going to look like, and see how it's super poofy once I put a little drop of glue right here.
Good word. I like that word.
Poofy?
Yes, I like that word. That's a good crafting word.
Okay, well, we'll stick with it. And I'm going to do another one.
I like my things poofy.
Yes, I like the dimension and all the texture and fibers, and I like it. I love it.
I'm having serious die cut issues over here. They're not wanting to cooperate with me today. I don't know why.
They get stuck in something gets stuck in.
Yeah, this one die cut didn't want to cut all the way, so then I have to try and put it back together and run it back through again.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
It's because one of my plates is so battered up that I kind of need a new plate.
Can you buy just the plate?
Yeah, I just don't know where to buy them from is the thing. I'm not sure where to get them.
Maybe look on like AliExpress or something.
Well, no, these are skull binders, so I don't, well, you know what, AliExpress may actually sell plates. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can use an off-brand one, like if you get.
Because I know they're not going to be cheap. That's for sure.
Yeah, if you get the, yeah, like use an off-brand one if you get the size and dimensions and stuff, so you don't gotta spend so much money. I'm all about saving the moolah for sure. But anyways, for anyone new that showed up, I just want to say that we are working on making flowers, and we're also making keepsake boxes to keep our flowers in. And what we are using is we're using stuff from our own stash, as well as the doily bundle, some of the pastel doily bundles from my Etsy shop. If you guys are interested, the link is below. And we have all these beautiful pastel doilies. They're all hand dyed. And they're really fun to play with. As you can see, we're having a blast playing with them.
Hi, Michelle Scott.
Hey, Michelle. Hope your son's doing good.
Me too. We decided to craft today, Michelle, because I'm making myself crazy watching the Weather Channel, worrying about my son in Tampa. Where is your son at in Florida?
Yeah, we're trying to keep Lorelle's mind off her son, or off of the Florida stuff. Trying to keep her sane.
All right, so we can switch to me for a moment if you'd like.
I think her son is, last time we talked to her, she said he was safe. He was with his dad.
Right. I just wondered where he was located. Oh, he's in Tampa too? Yeah, I'm flipping out over here.
I know Lorelle's son wants to go outside and experience the
my
wind.
son's like, you know, I thought it would be cool to maybe step outside just for a minute. I'm like, I don't think so. Craziness. Well, I've been praying for everybody, Michelle, praying for your son too, that they all stay safe. All right, do you want to flip to me for a second?
Yeah, I flipped to Michelle. Sorry, to Laurel. Yeah, Michelle Scott is also so super awesome crafter. Definitely check out her channel.
Yeah, she makes awesome junk journals, let me tell you.
She's amazing. If you guys can, subscribe to her. She's one of my design team members for my shop, and she'll be getting some new stuff soon. So definitely check out her channel and keep a watch out for her videos. She's really talented, and she's really into the junk journaling scene right now, which is super awesome.
Okay, guys, so I finished covering my box with the paper, and I noticed one is a little crooked, and crookedness makes me crazy. But being as we're not supposed to be perfect, I'm going to pretend I'm not looking at it. See the crooked line? Crooked. That's crooked. So anyway, I did one color, these two on these sides, you know, my symmetrical problem. And then I did this flowered one on the sides. And then you saw the top. This is the top. This won't be all of them, but I've started cutting out some flower petals with the papers, all different ones like this. And then I cut out this beautiful word like this. And I'm going to use them on the box along with some of the doilies. So I'm going to put my top on my box. And let's see. I'm going to
use. It's really cute.
I'm going to mix and match these together just to give them a little more dimension. I could round them out a little bit with a tool to make them a little more three-dimensional. So let me grab my piece of foam a second. Hold on. It's right here. At least I know it's right here.
Hey, hon, I'm gonna.
Where's my pen? There it is. I got it. I got it. Okay, so they make this neat little piece of foam like this that you can use these tools on to round out your flowers. And there is a lady I watch. I want to say she's faithful something, but oh my God, she is always making paper flowers and stuff, which I think is so cool. I only have the smaller tools like this one, and I have all different sizes. And I know a lot of people use this smaller one when they're using their scoreboard, but these are also really good for embossing like metal, thin metal and stuff like that. And they're also good for flowers. And they make one that probably has a bigger ball about that size. There's some really big ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually take the back of a paintbrush. If I have a fat enough paintbrush, watch, I won't have a paintbrush that has a big end. And then I'll be looking like a dum-dum here. All right. Now, this is about the biggest one I have, so I'm going to try it with this one. So I'm just going to use the back of this, and I'm going to put the flower down on here like this, and I'm just going to start rolling it. I'm going to push on it and roll. You're supposed to roll with it, but this doesn't really roll. And it actually just breaks up the fibers of the paper. This isn't going to work as well as it's supposed to because I don't have the right tool. It's what you get, Lorelle, for not having the right tool. But you can see it's already starting to curve the paper. So it just breaks down the fibers and makes the paper start to curl. So see how it just kind of curls the paper a little bit? Raises it up a little bit. It's a little messy now, though. I gotta fix it. It's a little wrinkly. Probably use my fingernail and do the same thing. I'll do the same exact thing. It'll make it start to roll. And then I can take like a pliers and I can just take the paper and make little bends in it to make the leaves look a little more dimensional. I know I'm a little far away, guys, but when I pulled it closer earlier, it just seemed to be too close. So then this one, I know I have to have something a little bit bigger that I can do this with. Let me see. What do I got here? Something that's a little rounder. There we go. See how it starts to spin and it just kind of curls the flower up? That's what you do. You just use a acid-free two-way glue pen and you can get the flower to curl up just as well. See how that's a nice little cone now? So it just makes the flower stand up. Let's try it out, if I can do it. Oh, look at that. It worked. All right, so then I'm going to take this one. Oh, let's see if I can fix this one. Kind of wrecked this one a little bit, but we'll work it out. And then I'm just going to put that one inside that one. Get out my tacky glue. Let's see here, except I want to add a doily in here. I know I had a tiny little one. Let's see if that one's too big. Yeah, that'll work. I could probably do one underneath too. Maybe I should do one underneath. There we go. We'll do that. Miss Indecisive. I'm Miss Indecisive. And I'm going to move this thing because I have learned fabric tack, whatever it's made out of, is dangerous. And it likes to eat through things like it keeps doing to my table. And I have this big, ugly blue mat down, and it still manages to get all over my table. So I love it, but it has something in it that will just eat through paint and stuff. So we're going to pop that one on there. And then we're going to pop the little one on there. And then I'm sure I have some half-back pearls in here that we can add. I know I have pink ones somewhere. Of course, when you want what you want, you can't find it. When you don't want it, it's right there for you. So I think I'm just going to add this neutral color one. And I know they come with sticky stuff on them, but I prefer to glue them down because they like to come back up. There we go. Voila. And I have a crochet and paper flower, which I'm going to add right to my box, right about there. I love this piece of paper that I had in this thing. I'd like to find some more of that. Ciara, are you still with us? Oh, I lost Ciara. See? She puts it on me, and then I'm on my own. What happened there? I went to help her husband get ready for work. So that's that one. I know I want to put this word on here somewhere, too. But I want it to show up, and I don't think it quite shows up right there. I know you guys can't see that because of my wonderful light, but see the flower? So maybe I need to put this on top of something. Oh, I know. I can put this box. But I have to be really careful because it's so thin. I think I'll use some of my tacky glue for this. I can probably pull myself in a little closer. Let me pull myself a little bit closer. I was wondering why it got so quiet. All right. Is that better? Did it work? Let's see. There we go.
Sorry, Lorelle. I'll be back in a second. I'm just helping my husband get his
That's what I
stuff
thought. I figured. All right. Let's find a tacky glue that actually works. It works, but it's going to take a while for it to come down to the tip. Let's see if I can get this one working. That won't work. Oh. I don't think I need to put it everywhere. Kind of having a mind of its own. I don't mind if I get it all over the mat. I just don't want it all over the box. So let's wipe some of that off. And then we're just going to stick this on here like that. Very carefully. Then I can find out what spots need some more glue. And remember, this is a keepsake box, so it's however you want to make it. It's just to keep your flowers and whatever else in that you would like to keep in it. We're going to actually make it for Ciara's wonderful crocheted flowers. My flowers, I'm sure, won't look quite like hers.
Oh, shush.
And I'm sure her box won't look quite like mine. Right?
Yes, we are different crafters, and we craft differently. That's what we do.
All right, so I like that right there. And I'm going to add a little flower to that. So I'm going to take, oh my gosh, I got tacky glue all over me. Sorry, guys, got to get some of this glue off. All right, so I think I might put this one here. Love these little doilies. That one there. That one right there. That'll work. Back to my wonderful fabric tech. I'm going to use all my doilies on the outside of the box, and I won't have any for the inside of the box.
Oh.
Then what am I going to do?
You'll be fine.
And let's put a little center in there. I think I just need a tiny one. See if I can get this without popping it all over, you know what. Come on off. There we go. Just gotta have a little patience sometimes. Because the minute you don't, then nothing works. There we go. Okay, just use the pliers. Pliers come in really handy. It didn't work. See, it didn't work.
Yeah, Michelle makes awesome junk journals, and she's an awesome artist as well. Definitely subscribe to her. You'll learn a lot from her for sure.
If you click on the three little bars right next to her name, you can go right to her channel. And then she also has a Facebook group as well called, oh my God, why does it, I know the name of her group, but the minute I want to say it,
Artful
Craft, or Where Imaginations Meet. I know it. I just have a hard time saying it.
Yep. And another,
like, what is it?
Yeah, another cool thing is with these little doilies, like if you're making a shabby chic, like because I'm making some small doily flowers right now. If you're making a shabby chic journal, you can use these little cute little doilies.
Exactly, the little flat ones.
Yeah, the flat doilies as embellishments in your journals. I'm coming out with a really cute crochet trim kit that I'm putting together right now. I'm going to be sending Michelle soon to work with, and I can't wait to see what she does with that. I know Michelle definitely loves crochet trims. They're one of my favorites as well. That's a cute little flower. I like that one.
This little thing works really good.
I made a purple flower.
You made a purple one? Of course, I didn't see it.
Well, I'll show you when I'm just going to make a couple more flowers, and then I'm going to start on my box.
All right. And then you can take a pencil or your nice little sharp pokey tool that you use for your die cuts, and you can just roll it under here and roll these a little bit. Just a little. Kind of roll it through your thumb or your fingers, or yeah, my thumb, my fingers that have purple all over them and glue all over them, and just to try and give them a little bit of shape here, make them look a little different. See, I said I really love working with paper when I start working with it. And then
yeah, I know. I like never was a huge paper fan, but ever since I've started my little junk journal venture, I've been a huge paper fan for sure. And I love hoarding the beautiful papers. And also when you get really big coffee dye paper, you're like, oh, I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to use it. It's too pretty.
I love the little buttonholes. Do you see the little buttonholes in there? Got little buttonholes.
On your flower. Oh, yeah, that's super cute.
Flower. It's got little buttonholes.
That's really cute. Hello. Cute. Who uses that word anymore except old people, huh?
What?
As my daughter would say. I still say the word hella sometimes, and you know how it's like an old. It used to be popular back when I was in school. My daughter's like, Mom, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just said that. That is so old.
I remember I was driving with my daughter one day, my older daughter, and we went past this house, and she's like, that house is popped. And I looked at her, and I'm like, what? She's like, that house is popped. I'm like, oh, it looks really nice. And she starts dying laughing. She's like, nope, that is not what it means. It means it looks really bad. I'm like, really? Do you guys just make up your own language?
I know, they do. I think that is what is going on there, because what are some new words that
like my pretty flowers, Ciara? Look at my pretty flower.
Where? Oh,
Look
when
on
you just
YouTube. Don't you have YouTube up?
Oh, that is super pretty.
Thank you.
That's really cute.
All right.
The die cut.
So let's go. Yeah, it's a die cut. Let's go to the other side. Oh, that I don't know if I want it on the striped one or not. Maybe I want it on the top. Maybe on the top. Right,
yes, Krista is Meals on Wheels on.
Krista?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Yeah, she's Meals on Wheels. Exactly.
Because she just joined Michelle's awesome group.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Krista.
Oh, you're so sweet, Yasmin. Thank you, hon. Yasmin said both are going to be beautiful.
Both are going to be beautiful. Thank you, Yasmin. All right, right there. Yes, completely different. I know that. It will be completely different. All right, so I think I'm going to stop with that because I need to cut out some more dies, and I don't want to do that right now. But I do know I wanted to put some texture on here with this die cut, and I wanted to add some texture and stuff to that. So I can probably do that later. But I want to start working on making some flowers. These I need some more die cuts, so we'll do some more of that later. So
how long have we been on?
We've been on 4:25. What time did we get on?
When's your friend going to be coming over?
Huh? When what?
When's your friend coming over for the?
Oh, not till 7 o'clock.
Oh,
it's only 4:25 here.
Oh, okay.
We're all good.
That's very good.
So let me see what I can do here. I have pink and white and purple and pink and this beautiful color here. I don't even know if I want to use this one. See, I'm going to be a hoarder of doilies because there's something about this little doily I just really love. Tiny. It's like it's made out of regular thread. It's so small. I mean, look at the detail.
I know, those are the ones from Turkey. That's one of the ones from Turkey.
So pretty. So I need some material, right? I need some material to make a flower. So don't mind me, guys, don't mind me, ladies. I need new glasses. I need to learn how to talk.
Yeah, I do too.
I need some material, and all my material is in here. I'm going to put out like that. Some white. And what else we got here? I have a bunch of these because I'm telling you, I was doing these squares for quite a while. So I have a bunch of squares all ready to go.
That's awesome.
I sat and cut squares for over a week out of all different color materials.
Just to be prepared, huh?
Just to be prepared. Well, because that's all I was doing was making flowers.
Yeah.
For Christmas gifts and stuff. Because I said it's the first thing I saw. And I'm like, oh, I can make these, no problem. So that's what I started doing.
What is oh, Yasmin said, I'm all about shabby chic. Yes, shabby chic is awesome style. I love it. And oh, what's message retracted mean? It says message.
Lowell Craft Creations must have typed something and she spelled something wrong or something, so she took it back out.
And then Krista said, I love shabby and vintage and try to use it on my carousel horses. Yeah, I think they turned out very shabby, vintage chic.
Yes, they are. I'm going to make this flower a little different. I'm going to keep rolling mine so that it's a smaller circle, so it's more like a cone. And that's going to take a few more. So I think I'm going to use this one. But I don't want it. I got to make sure the doily shows. So I think I need a bigger doily. Yep, that one will work. So I love this material just because it's really cool. It's got a different texture too. And it's very, it can be frayed. So I tried to buy a bunch of materials that could be frayed. Because I like when it's all frayed looking.
Love, 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 love to fray material. Michelle says, looking good.
Thank you. All right, that one's going to go there. So I'm going to make quite a few of these. I know it'd be nice if we're prepared, but me and Ciara are usually never prepared when we decide to come on and do something. Hey, my picture just disappeared. What happened? Now
we kind of just died.
It disappeared for a brief moment. Oh, go again. What's going on?
I don't know. I can see you fine on my.
I'm telling you, I disappeared twice.
Yeah, I hear you, Little Craft Creations. You know, there's so many different styles out there and so many different choices. A little bit of everything is pretty much awesome possum. I'm in the same way as you. I mean,
this is about the only thing I've done for.
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ciara.
Oh, I was saying I think I tend to lean more towards the vintage side of things because the colors I choose, but I really like the shabby, you know, tattered look too. So, I mean, I think we all kind of use a little bit of our own. Oops, I'm getting, these things are just sticking to me like no other.
I want to make sure that
I just really like to use the different. So like,
I don't like.
I know I need to get going on my box. I just want to make a couple or like one more flower after this guy. You know, I really love the doily connectors to use, like the spidery ones to use in the middle of.
Yes, I love those
Flowers. Those are so cool.
I'm going to probably cut the tips off all these flowers because they're a little big and I want to make these go around in a circle. So I will probably cut the tips off of them just so they fit better together because there's going to be another flower or doily covering over them anyway. So I like to do it like this. This way my fingers never touch the glue. Unlike Ciara, who likes to touch the glue.
I like to spin the tips. That's why.
I prefer not to touch the glue because, you know, I know it's really hot.
Yes, I do too, but I really like to spin the tips. And I have these little finger protector thingamajiggers, and I just never use them because they fall off. You know, actually, it's kind of funny. Sometimes when I really am like, oh, I don't want to burn my fingers, or I burn my finger really bad, like the next time what I'll do is I'll put Band-Aids on my fingers.
Yeah. I can't remember what I was doing recently, what I was working on, but I was doing a lot of gluing. And you should have seen my hands, Ciara. I had so many burns all over my thumbs and my fingers from the glue gun.
Oh my,
it was terrible.
Oh. Yeah, I like.
Right now, my fingers are all covered with glue. They look terrible. Don't look at my hands, anybody, because they're all covered with glue.
No one cares about your hands. It's fine. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. I care about your hands.
Yeah, we don't care about your hands.
Just chop them off and get rid of them.
And why is it the minute you want? Oh, there it is. I'm like, lately, the minute I want something, it disappears. So I'm just going to cut these little tips off. There I went again. I disappeared again. Now I'm back.
The crafty nymph in her room that likes to take her stuff. I don't know where it goes.
Oh, yeah. I have something that likes to come in here and take my stuff and move my stuff around, and just to make me crazy.
Yep. It's either a leprechaun or a nymph or...
Yep.
I forget the other name.
It's one of those.
One of those guys. They just like to take her stuff. Those big butt heads. You know, I haven't made any flowers with dangles on them. I'll make my next flower have dangles. I love making these little guys. They're really cute, though. I was trying to think about some way to make like a leaf out of this doily material.
So it will be like that, and we will push it all in. I want to still be able to see the pink doily behind it, and then we're going to put another one on top of it. So let's just start gluing these on.
So Krista says, sometimes I find it hard to cut up doilies, but you two do what you do what you got to do. Yep, exactly. I don't like to cut up doilies either, especially if they're in good shape. But hey, it's, you know, you can make some beautiful creations out of them. That's why I like to.
My picture is just going. You know what, Ciara? Click on me real quick.
You're not. I don't know what's happening on your side, but you're not disappearing at all on my YouTube.
All right. Well, it was like clicking on, off, on, off, on, off. It was making me crazy. I don't know what was happening. See? Did you see it?
No,
there it goes again.
not at all. Oh,
it's
yeah.
doing it on
there. Okay, well, we can go on mine for
all
a
right,
little
let's
bit.
go on yours for now.
Okay.
I'm on you.
So am I good? Yeah. Okay. So I just made this little guy have a little doily on the back, and he's a little pink guy.
Hold on.
I also made
it hasn't switched to you yet. Hold on.
Well, I mean, it will switch.
It's on you. Now it's on you. There you go.
On YouTube. But I made this little guy and this little guy, this little purple flower. Turned out so super cute. I love little flowers. And again, I'm not putting any middles in until I know what projects I'm going to use them on. What I want to do is I want to have these in case, not in case, but I want to have them so I can use them on whatever. So something else I really like to do is add like a little, like it looks like a little leaf is coming off the side or something. So I was thinking, I guess I don't have enough. No, I don't have enough pieces left, and then I'll have to cut up some more. But I was going to try to put together some of these little cut off pieces that I have to make like a little leaf. To go on the side of this flower, so we'll see how that works. If it works. We will see for sure. So yeah, my daughter's birthday was on September 4th, and Lorelle's daughter's birthday was September 1st.
Okay.
Oh, the second, sorry. And her other daughter's birthday is on the 5th, right? Your
No, my sister's birthday's on the 5th.
Her sister's birthday is on the 5th. So we have lots of birthdays in September. Lots of projects to make. I was trying to think of what I should make to send Lorelle's daughter. Her daughter's really into horses. She's really into horses, which is super cool. I like that. My daughter, when she was younger, was really into horses. And she was riding them a lot. Lorelle's daughter luckily is able to go ride them at the stables and stuff, which is awesome.
Yes, that's what's nice when you have a friend that has 3 of them, you know.
For sure. That's super.
Well, she would not be riding because it's super expensive.
Oh yeah, it is so expensive. I know that's why my daughter's not riding, because I used to have a friend that had a horse, and whenever she'd go exercise her horse, she would be like, hey, you want to bring your daughter out? She can come ride my horse while I'm exercising it, because my daughter would just sit on the horse while she, led the horse around in a circle or whatever. And my daughter absolutely loved it.
Oh, I bet.
Of course.
See?
Now we don't have that. See what?
Nothing. Nothing. I found it.
Oh, you lost it and then you found it, huh?
Was here visiting me.
That little nymph. She loves your stuff. I'm trying to make a couple of leaves to put on the edge of my flowers. I think that really looks cute sometimes when you can do that. Make like a little spray or whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Make a little spray to go on my thing. And you guys, please don't feel like you have to stay here and watch us. We're going to be on a while, so you can leave and come back, or we're just messing around today and having some fun with the doily kits that I got. So we'll definitely share on our pages, and that's why we hope to create a group for CNC Crafts and Antiques, so we can share more stuff one of these days. But now that it's back into winter time, I know a lot more people are getting back into their crafts and stuff. Even though for Krista, I know it's springtime right now, which is pretty cool. What I need is some coral.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I know, because I guess I don't really understand, because doesn't Krista live in Australia?
Yes.
Because, do you guys know Scrapping Happy XO?
Sure.
I don't know why, but I thought she said something like it was winter before this, or not winter, summer over there too.
Huh.
So, but all of Australia is summer or winter or spring right now, right? Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I could be wrong.
If you're expecting me to have the answer, you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, you don't live in Australia. Why am I asking you?
I live in Illinois. I wouldn't know.
Yes, me neither. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some eyelash trim around this flower real quick. And then I think I'm going to start and do maybe, I got to see how many flowers I got done so far. But I really love to add this eyelash trim. It really adds a shabby chicness to the flower.
Yeah, she says Australia is spring now.
Yeah. So I don't know what the heck. I must have seen something else on her channel and thought that I saw something. One of these days, me and Lorelle are going to come on here. Oops, why did I do that? And we're going to work on our junk journals, which we're...
Yes, we are.
I think
because Lorelle is dying to do a junk journal.
Yeah, I think the next video we want to do some junk journal embellishments. I mean, I want to anyways, but I still got to talk to Lorelle about it.
And we will periodically, ladies, we'll be switching. Like today we're on Ciara's channel.
Yeah.
And then we'll be on my channel. And then we'll be on Ciara's channel. So we're going to kind of share the page.
Yeah. For sure. Because Lorelle likes to show her beautifulness, face, and everything. And
yes, I do.
So she's the host of the gang here. Okay. Yeah, I love how that eyelash trim really adds.
Ouch! See, now I'm doing it. Yow!
Hooty hoo. Dang.
I'm myself here. This glue gun is super hot.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a bow, some bows too.
Yeah, you still got to teach me how to make some bows.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do real quick is cut out some felt bows. And well, first I got to cut some more squares of material. I don't know. I'll use this one, I think. I hate to throw away any of my scraps because I know I can use them on something. I'm just such a, I need to keep a little bag by me at all times to put my scraps in. Just got so much stuff going on here. Okay, so we'll take this beautiful lace. That was it was in one of my kits from way back when, I think. Can't remember. And I think I want to make a small, yeah, I think I want to make a small bow. So when you're making a bow, it all depends on, so the bows that I'm going to show you how to make are, they're actually made out of squares. They're like the square flowers, but instead of putting them in a round shape, you cut the piece of felt into a bow shape. So they're really fun to make, actually. I really enjoy them. So anyways, so now I'm going to cut my squares of material first before and what I like to do is I try to anyways fold everything so I can just, you know, cut on the folds and stuff. Because I'm not a straight cutter at all. I suck at cutting straight for sure. Lorelle's being quiet.
Sorry, I have to answer a text really quick.
Oh, no, you're fine. Don't be sorry. I was just wondering what you were doing. Oh, dang it. I didn't see another not straight line that I cut. Why am I not surprised? I don't know why I have such a hard time getting straight lines. It's just, I don't know. The Seahawks are playing right now, and oh my gosh, everybody in Washington is a bunch of freaking lunatics for the Seahawks, I swear to God. And no, you know, if you love the Seahawks, you're awesome. That's cool. My sister is absolutely addicted. She actually doesn't even work on Sundays because she's so addicted to the Seahawks. And that's cool. That's totally fine. But I don't know. I'm definitely, I like when they win because, you know, I notice if I go to the grocery store on Sunday and the Seahawks don't win, everybody's kind of in a shitty mood. So
Really? Really?
Yeah, like it like seriously like affects the morale or whatever you want to call it.
Bears fans here are the same.
It like seriously like people are like in bad moods and it like totally affects like everybody like in like a negative way when they lose. And so I'm like, I'd rather they win, even though I care a huge amount, but I do care because I don't want to deal with grumpy people all day when they lose. My family's just not really, I mean, my daughter and my husband, we just haven't ever been really big football fans, but like my family, my sister, my mom, all of them are really big football fans. So they're really into that, which that's awesome. I love that people get into sports and get into supporting their, sport teams and stuff. I think Michelle Scott, I think she's into football because her Facebook thing has changed to some kind of sports team thing, the KC or whatever.
Yeah, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Well, not Kansas City. She's in Ohio, so.
Oh no, it is. No. She lives Chiefs. She's always going for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Whoever the Chiefs are. But I think it's a football team. And yeah, I mean, I think it's cool when people get involved in that for sure. But I'm just not a huge football fan. I mean, that may change one of these days if I ever go to a game live or something, but watching it on TV really doesn't do much for me.
Right. You're either a football fan or you're not. I'm the same way.
Yeah. And also the screaming and yelling when out of nowhere really kind of like you're just sitting there watching the game and then all of a sudden you don't know what the hell happened. All of a sudden your brother-in-law is screaming at the top of his lungs and you almost pee your pants because of it. That's that's why I don't put my sisters on football game days anymore, because he scares the crud out of me how loud he gets when something happens. I don't know what's happening, but something happens and it scares the bejeebies out of me.
My sister and her husband are the same way. They sit yelling at the TV all the time.
I'm like, what are you doing? But, everybody has their own little thing, huh? To each their own.
Ouch, that's hot.
Because some people are like, gosh, you're crazy. How can you not be into football? I'm like, I don't know. I just never really grew up in a family that was a big, I definitely football think family. It's how you've grown up. And I just didn't grow up in a family that was like hugely into football or into sports games. And I just never really been into it, but I don't know. I just know that like I'm sitting here in my living room right now crafting, and I got my window open and my front door open so the screen's on, but I can hear my neighbors yelling at the TV.
Who are they playing? Do you know who they're playing?
I have no idea.
Maybe they're playing the Bears.
No. Robert.
Yeah,
who are the Seahawks playing today? Green Bay Packers. I think it's their first official game.
I love the Packers. My family hates that. I'm a huge Packer fan.
Oh, so you do love football.
Krista says she can't see how you make the bow. Move your hand more forward. She would like to see how you're making the bows.
Oh, okay.
She is adding everyone from here. She hopes it's okay. Oh, yes, Jasmine, it's just fine.
Yes, sweetie.
We're all about everybody joining everybody's YouTube. If you have a YouTube, Yasmin, let us know and we'll come join it.
Yeah, for sure, hon. So what I'm doing right now is just like I'm making the petals. And so I take a piece of lace that I've cut into a square and I'm folding it over. So as you can see, so I'm folding it kind of like crooked. So there's 2 points right here. And then I'm taking it and I'm folding it another third, okay? So let me face it my way. So yeah, so then I'm folding it another third of the way. So the petal turns out looking like this. Can you see that well, Lorelle?
Yes, yes.
So it ends up looking like this. And see how it's all like fluffy right here, which is nice. And you can do the same exact thing with folding circles, and then it's more rounded. Like Lorelle, she cuts like kind of a little M, like a M thing on hers, and it's a little bit more rounded. But anyways, I'm almost got enough petals, and as soon as I got enough petals, I'll show you how to cut out the piece out of the felt, because I'd really like to share how I make those bows, because I know Lorelle really wanted to know how I made them too. I keep on
Yes, I do.
forgetting to show her. I just got to remember how many petals I need. So let me count 1, 2. So I need 3, 4, 5, 6. So you need 12 petals, 6 for each side of the bow.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to make 12 petals. And again, your petals do not have to be perfect. And if you make the petals skinnier or smaller, or however you do it, you just got to kind of, however big you cut the felt bow is kind of how you measure how many petals you need. But like I do it in like I stagger them and do it in like a layers. So it's going to be like 3 petals, 2 petals, 1 petal. 1 petal, 2 petals, 3 petals, you know, on each side.
Yes.
I'll show you. So it makes the appearance of a bow. Almost done though. I almost got all 12 of my petals. And I think I'm going to make a couple extras in case I decide to do 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, just 1 more petal. Look at my fingers. Seriously, look at that glue on my fingers. Isn't that ridiculous?
Oh, that's how my hands look right now.
I like can't even rub it off. It hurts. I hope I can get going on my box today. I really don't want to. But we got some time, and please don't feel like you gotta stay on here with us the whole time. I was reading on the thing when it said I could. Someone talk.
You know how to make up. Just you might have to fat a little bit, see how hard it is. You might have to do all the frost.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a couple more petals. Now this is taking a long time. Sorry, these aren't really, we're really not doing a tutorial. We're just kind of hanging out and crafting, but I hope you guys can learn something from us today. Hot, 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 hot.
Like how not to burn yourself with the glue gun.
Yeah,
like Ciara,
that's kind of impossible. My husband's banging around in the kitchen. Okay, I only got a couple more, and I'm going to be good. Yeah, especially with sheer material, it just really burns the heck out of you.
Yes, it does, because I was just using sheer material, and it was doing the same thing to me.
And like lace and stuff, because it seeps through all those little edges. Oh, shoot-a-doot. Okay. Gosh, my fingers are totally... But once you get that layer of glue on your fingers, then it doesn't hurt so bad. So you almost want to leave it there. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do... Hot, 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 hot. See how I keep from burning myself is I just like pinch it a bunch of times, like super fast, so it doesn't burn my finger. So I'm not, because like if you touch it for too long, it burns the crud out of your fingers. Let me try to scrape some of this glue off my hands real quick. Okay. It's almost like you're getting all the dead skin off your fingers when you do this too, because you're peeling them.
Oh, Krista's crafting along with us, and so is Michelle Scott. See, it's always nice. That's the one thing I like. I like to turn on Michelle or one of those girls when they're on, and it, for some reason, it helps when I'm sitting here to have someone else to listen to, you know, while I'm crafting.
Background noise, yeah. Even just for background noise. Michelle, do you want me to invite you on my channel? You want to come join us on Hangouts? I don't think Krista, can you? Are you able to? Do you have Hangouts? Just let me know, ladies, if anyone wants to come join us on here. We'd love to have you.
Michelle from Little Craft Creation says, you might try to do a 5-minute video. What does that mean? Yasmin has a YouTube. I'm kind of new on it. I'm learning, having trouble loading videos.
Oh, yeah.
Upload them. Yeah, there's a... Yasmin, are you uploading from a camera? Let me know what you're uploading from. Maybe I can help you with that.
Also, my problem
is she's setting up her new sewing machine.
Who is?
Michelle. She says, I'm setting up my new sewing machine.
Oh, yay. I can't wait to see everything you do with that. That's awesome. Well, also, Yasmin, you know, there's this, if your videos are more than 15 minutes long and you haven't verified your account, it won't let you upload them too.
Right, so maybe you have to go through that as well.
That could be the...
You have to go verify your account. It's really a simple process.
Yeah, like, it's just like Lorelle can have a walk. What?
Michelle says she's so excited doing her sewing machine, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see everything with it. Probably a lot on there.
And then, is it still frozen? Yeah. Then do auto defrost 8.
Okay. So anyways, what you do, and hopefully my bow will work. So you just kind of cut like 2 triangles like this as the backing for the bow, okay? So it all depends on what size this is to make the bow, however big you want it. I'm making a smaller bow, so I did a smaller base. So the base is felt, and I just folded it in half, and then I just cut. So I have 2 triangles that are even on each side, okay? And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all my little petals that I made, and how I start is I start at the edges, okay? So I'm going to lay 3 petals down along the edge of the bow, okay? And I always start in the middle. So just
sorry, I stopped what I'm doing for a minute because I want to watch what you're doing.
Oh, no, that's fine. So I'm going to put my middle. Watch, this isn't going to work the one time I'm trying to show someone how to do something. So I put my 2 petals, ouch, in the middle. Okay, oops. All right. And then I need to put 2 more petals on here. You know, this should have used a bigger one. He has some of them turn, you know, even though they're all the same size square, some turn out bigger than others, the petals do. Okay, so now I'm going to take 2 more petals, and I'm going to add 1. And again, when I'm adding the petals, I'm making sure that the point is going straight. Okay, it's like, so I'm not curving it in, like I'm not putting all the points together like I would if I was doing a round flower. I'm doing all the points straight. So I'll show you again on this one. So this petal, the point's gonna be straight forward. Okay, so it's not.
Can you hold it up? Can you hold it up to the camera? Can you hold it up to the camera?
Yeah. So if you can see, when I glue on the petals, I just make sure the point is pointing like straight parallel. I'm not, you know, doing it vertically or trying to shape it around the piece of felt or anything. What? Like a 5-second leg. Yeah. Anyways, so they're going vertical. The points are. Sorry, my husband's like trying to talk to me while I'm doing this because for some reason he decided to get on the video and watch me, and he's like, you know, there's a leg. Oh, well, thanks for telling me that, hon. I appreciate you informing me, sweetie pie. Okay, so again, I'm gonna add, so I'm doing 3 petals on the first layer. So the first layer is 3 petals. Okay. Yeah, and if you guys, I mean, really like how this turns out and want me to do just a tutorial on this, I totally can. But anyways, the reason you're making the points straight across is so you get like a kind of an even edge, you know, like it's all fluffy and even on the edge, like this. Okay, so now I got my 3 petals. So I did the middle one, and then one side, and then the other. So I got my 3 petals on each edge. Okay, and then now I'm going to put 2 petals as my next step on each side.
Krista says if your husband doesn't have a glue gun, he ain't qualified.
Oh, you know what? My husband actually uses my glue gun more than I do for his drones. Can you believe that?
All right, so
Yasmin
is uploading from her phone. Huh. So first, Yasmin, you need to go into your YouTube account and you need to go to your channel. I'm trying to think of this offhand without looking at it. Go to advanced settings. You'll see it down on the bottom of the page, and you'll see where it says verify my channel. You're going to click that. It's going to send you a code to your phone. When it sends you the code on your phone, you're going to enter that code on your laptop. Do you have a laptop?
You can verify it on your cell phone, I believe.
Oh, you can? Okay.
But it's just going to make you verify it by like emailing back, or I forget what it does. Right. But. So anyways, next step is the 2 more petals, which I added further up. Okay. And actually messed this up.
Under the advanced settings.
These are not as far.
Make my video longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's really stupid how they do that. I don't know what the deal is, but that's how YouTube is. So now I'm at the middle of my bow and I just have to add the last 2 petals. So I did 3 petals on each end, then I did 2 petals a little bit farther in, and now I'm doing 1 petal on each the middle. And I kind of try to use the same size petals. So like these ones look really close to the same size. So even though they all turn out different, and what I do is I overlap, I go a little bit over the actually center of the felt. I go a little bit past the very center of it. If you can see that. And then with the next petal that I'm going to add, I'm going to overlap my tip over the other one. So it overlaps and makes it more, it just makes it fuller because you don't want it to be too skinny. Sometimes you just got to mess around with it a little bit and it will, you can get it to do what you want it to do. Ouch. So.
And my daughter just came in here and she was all amazed because I'm sitting here cutting apart the big green doily. And she's like, how is that not falling apart? And I'm like, because it's crocheted. She's like, that didn't answer the question. I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't come apart.
Tightly crocheted. So anyways, so that's what it turns out looking like. Here, I'll remove these. And you can see the back of it. So you can see how it overlaps the edges of the bow backing that you made. And so this is what it looks like on the front. And what I'm going to do to kind of add a little bit more to it is I have these little tiny little petals that I made. See, they're itty bitty tiny little petals, and I'm going to put them in here. Make a little itty bitty thingy. Little itty bitty bow in the middle of the bigger bow. It's pretty small itself. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. We close the door to there, because you can hear all that. No, it wasn't. Okay. Well, you're just like doing that, and then you can hear all that on the camera. So just so you know. Okay. Because it picks up like all the outside around noise too. I don't know how they do that, but they do. Okay. So so I added some littler petals in the middle. And that's what my little bow, my cute little bow looks like. I think it's super cute.
That is absolutely gorgeous. I love, love, love your bows. And I know this because I have one on a book you made me.
They're really cute. And you know what? If you want them to be like more, you know, if you want them to be fuller, all you got to do is cut up some more petals and then just seriously like just add them onto the back, you know, just add them so you can make the bow fuller. I've done that many of times just to make it look fuller, because like right now to me it's not full enough, so I'm going to make a couple more petals and I'm going to make it fuller.
So my nymph or my gnome or my leprechaun, see, moving my stuff again.
Nymph, gnome, or leprechaun?
See.
That dang dude, what is he thinking? What is he thinking?
And we know it's a dude because a girl would not do that to me.
Taking Lorelle's stuff. That's not nice. Okay, so again, I don't feel like this is full enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to put some glue on another petal. And I'm going to fill this sucker in and make it fuller. And most of the time, you don't need to make it fuller on both sides, just one side. Now my husband's telling my daughter to get on here and watch me because she should be supporting her mother in her crafts.
Aww.
It's like, what are you talking about? You don't support my crafts.
That's what I tell my daughter all the time. I'm like, did you go on and watch my videos?
No.
Right, exactly.
My daughter's like, nope. Didn't even know you were on. Didn't even know.
Yeah, exactly. She knows I'm on all the time. She walks in here all the time.
Yeah, I know. She's in the one here. Oopsie. Okay. So that guy's there. My problem is I'm really sometimes a little bit like you in a symmetrical thing with my stupid bows. I want to make them even, and that's kind of like not the point with these shabby bows. Especially with like, because they're squares, so you can't really make them even. See, I'm just like not liking it. I don't know why. What do you guys think? I'm not a big, I don't know. But
I like it just fine.
I'm not going to throw it away. I think I can use it for something. So
I'm sure you can.
Yeah. Okay, so I have my flowers. I got one simple flower. Then I got this this big flower, 3, 4 flowers in one bow. Wow, I'm slow. How long have we been on here? Like an hour?
Wait, you've got what? 4 flowers in one bow?
Yeah.
I'm still working on my second flower, and I did the outside of my box. Whoopie-doo.
That's way faster than me. It's way faster than me. Okay, I gotta switch to you for a few minutes because my husband's about to leave for work.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so back on Lorelle. I'll be back.
All right. All right, ladies. Let's see. Is it on me? Yep, it's on me. Just waiting for YouTube to catch up. YouTube. There we go. Okay, guys, so I kind of jump from thing to thing. Be right back. Gotta watch a video on this thing. Okay, Michelle. Yep, we're still live. Angel Dream Kim, right? We're still on, Kim. We're slow. We're just poking around today. So I'm kind of working on my flowers, and I'm still cutting out some more die cuts. So I cut out this beautiful butterfly. I got this die cut from Leafa Porter. She sent me a very nice happy mail. So I want to use this butterfly on here as well. I'm actually going to bend it a little bit because, again, I like my projects to have dimension. And I might actually have it sit on one of the flowers just because that's me. So yeah, I've just been sitting and cutting out some more petals, and I'm working on this flower. So I use this beautiful mint green or powder blue. I think it looks mint green, but I could be blind. And then I made this one out of, this is actually a curtain, like a sheer curtain. So I'm actually, instead of folding the triangle like you do, the opposite triangle like this, and you get your triangles, I'm actually taking it and I'm putting the glue right between here like this down the center. And then I'm burning myself because you're going to see me burn myself. And then I'm closing it together like this. Just like that. I'm making a petal that looks like that. So it's kind of dimensional. And then it's like this. And then I just made them go around the circle. Tried to tuck them in a little bit because I still want the doily to show. And then I'm playing around with some pieces that I'm cutting off of the big green doily. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with them yet, but I'm just going to kind of place them around there like that. I haven't quite figured it out yet, so that's why I went to making the that's why I started doing the die cuts. So I'm not sure if I should put the butterfly on the flower or put the butterfly on the box. What do you guys think? Should I put it on the box or on the flowers? We've been on for 3 hours, Michelle. Yeah, we're not in any hurry. Krista, you have to go. All right, good night, Krista. Yeah, we just plan it. We just craft better when we craft together. So we had no time frame. We don't expect anyone to sit here and watch, but we're just kind of crafting together. And then this way we also have a video out. So, and we wanted to show off some of her doily kits. So we just came on live because it's, you know, then we don't have to make separate videos. So yeah, we're just kind of poking around trying to keep my mind busy while this hurricane is going on in Florida, because I've just been sitting and staring at the TV for I don't know how many days now, since Tuesday. So I don't know if I want to use this stuff in here because it is the same color, or if I want to take another doily and stick it in there. I haven't decided yet. Oh, I cut that and I didn't mean to cut that. I could take that little round one and add it in there with, but it needs something else. Let's see what else I got. You know, I have some more doilies in here, but these are all like my favorite doilies. See, you have a hard time. You really don't want to use any of the wonderful, gorgeous doilies that we have. You want to hoard them all, which is what I want to do. Let's see. Nope, see, that one's too big. I'm trying to find a little bit smaller one. Let's see. If I was smart, I would have cut the center out of that doily, because that's the smart thing to do. Is if you cut the center out, which is what I should have done first, which I might actually try and do, and then glue your stuff around here, you've saved yourself all this room and you have another doily on top of it. Although let's see if I'm going to be able to get this apart. Probably not, because I use so much glue. This is another reason I prefer to use fabric tack over hot glue, because it does give you quite, it gives you a lot more time to work with it than this. So maybe we'll save that one for later. So let's see. I could work on this white one, but then I need a color. Let's see if I have a color here. Purple, maybe a purple. Maybe we can make some out of a pretty purple. Like this. So I think, well, I know you're not seeing it, but it is a really gorgeous lilac. So I'm just going to cut some strips really quick and cut some squares and make one out of this. It doesn't have, they don't have to be perfect. That's the whole point. I think that's why I like making these, because they don't have to be perfect. And that's what makes it look more shabby, and if they're not perfect. So I'm just going to keep cutting some strips. I don't know why it's going round like that. It's making it a little rounded. See, it keeps making the fabric rounded. Everyone always says, rip your materials, and every material I try and rip doesn't rip, so I must be buying all the wrong material, that I can't rip it into strips, like when you're making dangles and stuff. All right, that should be good. Move this out of the way, and then I'm just going to leave them in these long triangles, because they actually work better if they're not in a square. I just always tend to cut them in a square. I'm going to cut this little side off too. And this will actually fray up really nice as well. I hope. I haven't tried this one yet. This is something different, but most of the fabrics I buy all fray really nice. And I usually do that afterwards. I just use a little like those nail brushes that you buy with manicure sets and stuff. It's just a little, I have it in the bathroom, I think. It's just a little bitty brush, and that's usually what I use to fray my flowers. So yeah, you just cut them off center like this. I'm sure everybody knows how to make these flowers. It's like the easiest flower to make. I have just been sitting playing with them. I'm always trying to find new ways to make new flowers, and I was working on one the other night. I'll show it to you. It's a really deep purple, but it's really gorgeous. Let's see if I can find it. Because it's really dimensional, which I really like. So I was taking the little triangles. So this is the flower, and it's actually a gorgeous deep purple, and it's like very shimmery. It's almost like, it looks like black and purple, but it's actually a dark purple, and then when you turn it. So I was taking all the little pieces and making those little triangles, excuse me, and then I was kind of starting at the top and going around and bunching them so that it got very dimensional like that, which I really like. And then I did all the triangles, you know, the way you do them all around the back like that. It still needs a back on it, but and it is very see how all the little hairs and stuff hanging off of it. So it is, you can make them very shabby. I know it's not a shabby color, but I do my shabby different than everybody else does. I'm trying to do a little bit more with the shabby colors, but I love colors, so that's what I was doing with them. So I've been trying and playing around and trying to make different kinds of flowers with these triangles, just trying to fold them different or cut them a little bit to see what I get out of, you know, what I can get out of them. So see, when you do it like this, you go off center, you go to the side, and then you have like two mountains or an M, and then you would take the bottom half and you're going to take this point and bring it in between this flat spot. So you're just going to fold it up like that. So it's kind of like a triangle that's off center like that. And then it kind of looks like that. And then you just glue. I usually just squeeze a little bit in between and pinch them together. And there you go. You have a very poofy flower. Now you can then take it again and fold it in half if you'd like. And then it gets poofier. And I like to take mine sometimes and roll one side in and then the other side, and then you get a cone. So it's whatever your preference is. So I'm just going to leave these as the triangles because that's how I want it on this one. And I just want to make sure that when I put them down, you can still see the doily around the outsides. So I'm just going to fold some more and keep going. And you always want to make sure that you put the side that has the open on the back so that you get the all smooth side on the top like that. And see how they're different? They're supposed to look different. They're not supposed to look the same.
I want to let you I just want to let you know I'm back, sweetie.
Okie dokie.
But you're good.
I'm just showing him the basics of making a triangle.
Yes.
I'm working on my flowers.
Yeah.
And they're all going to be all raggedy until you get them glued down, but that's okay.
I'm just trying to find some different laces or something that I can use.
I see they're all cut funky and everything, but they still work once you fold them all up. They don't have to be you don't have to make them perfect. They don't have to be perfect squares or perfect triangles. You can even do circle ones. I probably should. That's probably what I should try next, is doing some circle ones. All right, let's see. Fold. And then fold again. Is it done?
Yeah.
Can you bring me some on a plate with some of the chips? See? a bunch. I don't know. There you go. And we've got triangles. And ouch, now I'm burning myself. That was hot. I hate when you hit yourself with the glue or you get a lot on your finger and there is just no way to wipe it off quick enough when the burn is setting in. It just doesn't come off your hand fast enough.
Yeah, my least favorite thing is when you're like, let's say you're gluing something to felt and you accidentally glue the felt onto your finger and there's just no way to get it off, and it hurts so bad because all the fibers are like
stuck to your finger.
Yeah, and it's just like the worst pain in the whole entire world. Oh my gosh, that is just.
So I think with this one, because ouch, because I made so many petals, I think I'm going to make it a double layer just so it's a little more. Oh, that was the wrong side. So it's a little more foofy.
Foofy.
Because I'm all about the foofy. I don't like flat anything.
Oh, you know, so you're all about the bushy.
See how you can take them, and if you just kind of pile them up like this and you stand them up, you can just kind of put them together like this.
Yeah,
like that.
I love,
like that.
I love how you
and then you
put the box, like, and you make even different things, and I love it.
You glue them, and it becomes a nice foofy flower like that. That's how I did that little purple one I showed you.
Yeah, that's super cute. I love how you do that.
All right, so do you want me, are you doing anything? Do you want me to switch back to you while I sit and play with flowers?
All I'm doing is I was trying to make a bow looking thing out of a doily, but yeah, let me get back to my camera. I'm back in the right spot. But yeah, we can definitely go back to me if you like. So I was going to try to use another doily out of the kit that I have, and I was going to try to make a bow out of it. And so what I'm going to try to do, I've never done this before, so I may not get it right, is I'm going to try to sew, you know, just stitch, or what's it called, the running stitch down the middle of this doily and see if it makes, if it will make a bow. We will see. First time for everything, huh?
Yes, there is.
Yes. So, got this. I didn't put a knot at the end because I wanted to be able to cinch it up and tighten it. And if it doesn't work, I can just cut the string out and all will be well in the world. Not worried about it. Not too worried about it. I love making bows, though, to add to your projects. They're really fun, and they're a nice addition. So now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of tinkering with this, and I'm going to wrap the string around the middle. To kind of keep it tight before I glue it. I think this might turn out cute, maybe. We'll see. Okay. So now I'm going to add a little drop of glue on here. With my nasty, disgusting. But yeah, that's why my glue gun's so nasty, is because my husband has been stealing it from me. And I told him, I was like, okay, since you're stealing my glue gun, you have to buy me a good one, a Sure Bonder. Since you've like totally disgusted and ruined my glue gun. And so I'm still waiting for that. Who knows how long that's
Might as well go buy it yourself.
Yeah, with his money. That was good. So I kind of have a little bow shape or a butterfly, I guess. It's not really a bow.
Aww.
Exactly. Some more.
How did you do that?
Oh, I went up the middle of the doily and I did a running stitch. Up the middle of a doily.
I like that.
Thank you. And so now I'm just going to try to add some more layers to it to kind of make it look more like a bow, I guess. Let's see what I can do there. We will see. And again, ladies, I know we've been on here forever, so please feel free to shut us down if we're boring you. Okay, so I cut up a doily right now, and it's a cream colored one because I'm trying to add the more vintagey cream colors in with the pastels, and hopefully it's looking good. So I'm seeing what I can do with that. That I think will look cute. Okay, so I'm going to try this. So I really like it. You know, my favorite thing about flowers is I love the layers, and I love how you can just let the little edges peep out, and it really makes to me anyways, makes it look really nice. I really like how the edges just peep out on the flowers.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, it makes it look so much more fuller, and it just, I don't know, I really like it. My neighbors are all screaming. There must have been a touchdown or a field goal or whatever it's called. Something.
Yep, that's what it's called.
Oh, I feel. Oh, yes, it is. I'm right. I was right. My husband probably be laughing at me right now. Score one for you, Ciara.
Exactly.
On the scoreboard. Okay, so cut right here. See what I'm doing? Oh, I do not like glue strings very much at all. You're not my friend.
I don't think anybody does.
Nope, I'm pretty sure you are correct on that. And then this piece is kind of just like hanging off, so I'm going to tack it down with some glue. And hopefully not burn the bejeebies out of me, which I think I'm going to because... All right. So now it's time to check it out and look and see what it looks like. Not too bad. I have to cut off a little bit. Not too shabby. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So it's cute.
Let me see.
Well, I'm not done yet. I'm not
Okay.
going to show you till
Okay.
my husband just showed back up. He must have forgot something. Don't let that bang shut, will you please? No, stop it. Never mind.
Too late.
Too late. It's our front screen door. It likes to bang shut very loudly. How long have we been on, Lorelle? Should we cut this off or?
I don't know how long we've been on. It's 5:30. I don't know. I don't. Let me see. Let me see on my phone. A roundabout, if I can see what time we got on.
I just don't want to overdo it, like, because we can always just complete our stuff. Pretty boo.
Let's see. Yeah, it had to be around 2:30, quarter to 3, somewhere around there.
What?
It had to be around 2:30, quarter to 3. I'm not sure.
So 2.5 hours, you're saying?
Yeah, so what? There's people that have been on here way longer than that.
Okay. I was thinking maybe we should switch to your channel.
All right, oh, switch to my channel?
Yeah.
Why?
Then we can, then your subbies can see that you're on too.
It's okay.
What do you think?
The next one we do will go on my channel.
Okay. Well, I just hope that we're not like boring anybody or anything.
If we're boring anybody, they don't have to stay. They know that. I think we're quite amusing myself.
Well, I'm glad you're gaining amusement points out of this. Oh no, I made this go out too far. I gotta pull it in a little bit.
You made what go out too far? Your bow?
The edge. Yeah.
Bow?
I made the edge peep out too far, so I gotta tack it in a little bit. Or pull it in and scrunch it up, give it some flounce.
Give it some flounce.
Some flounce. But I hope if there is anyone on here, I hope your guys' Sunday is going well. Hope you're having nice weather. Here in Washington, we are blessed with a beautiful sunny skies, beautiful day. And
yeah, it's actually gorgeous here today too.
Oh, that's awesome. Too bad Florida. I would love to share with Florida and give them some of our beautiful days so they don't.
Exactly. Exactly.
I wish I could pass it on to them. Pass it their way. Share some nice weather. Don't know why it happens like that. God has all these plans that we can't understand.
Yes, he does.
But we're kind of having a little crafty marathon, me and my best friend Lorelle.
It's still really weird to have you say my name now because you were calling me L'Oreal for so long.
I know, I'm doing good, huh? still kind of catch myself sometimes, but I like to call you your given name. If I can, remember. So I'm trying to think of a funny story I can tell. So my daughter, I don't really have any funny stories, but I can talk about my life, I guess. My daughter started school. Actually, last week wasn't her first day because for some odd reason, the stupid school thinks it's cool to have kids go to school for 2 days and then be off for 3 days and then go back to school for 4 days. So
right.
I don't know why, but the school's stupid and I'm going to stick to that reasoning. And yeah, I don't know why they do it that way. But anyways, so the stupid school decided that it'd be a good idea to have it like that and blah, blah, blah. So she goes to school. She starts on a Thursday, the Thursday before Labor Day. So I think it was like September or some, I don't know. I don't remember. And then, so she goes to school for like 2 days. You know, they're obviously not doing anything in those 2 days. All they're doing is kind of nothing really. They're just meeting their teacher and whatever. There's no homework. There's no nothing. And yeah, I just felt like it was really stupid that she had to go to school for 2 days and then be off 3 days and then go back for like 4 days because it's almost like, oh, summer's back. Oh, never mind, it's gone again. It's like they try to play with them or something. I don't know. And anyways, so my daughter, I went and met her teacher, and her teacher's name is Mr. Cox. And
oh my God,
is in why'd you say oh my God?
Because of his name.
Yeah. I know, but listen to this, okay? So his name is Mr. Cox, and he is only 26 years old.
Oh my God.
And guess what? He never even really went to real college. Well, I guess I can't say this. It is real college. I mean, going online or whatever. But to me, I just think like I don't know why in my head, I just would think that like a degree like teaching children and stuff, you'd have to go to like a real university. But I know it's all real. And I know like Lorelle, she got her degree online for childcare and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm sure I'm just a retard. And I mean, I've never done online courses. I guess when I'm getting my kind of bigot outlook, I guess I could say, is from like my sister. She did pharmacy technician stuff online, and I just kind of felt like I don't feel like she would have passed if she did it in real, you know, in the real school. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Oh my God, you don't understand. The school I took was so hard. I mean, I worked nonstop every day when I got home from work and all weekend long to get projects done. And the work you did was not easy. The online school I went to was harder than going to real school. It was crazy.
What are they saying in the group? What's Little Craft Creations saying?
She was talking about she must have a lot of smoke where she's at.
Where I'm at?
She's like, it would be a very nice day if we didn't have so much smoke in there.
Oh,
so I'm guessing she's got
Yeah, I wonder where she lives at. But anyways, I mean, it's definitely real school. It's not like fake school or whatever. I don't know why I can't wrap my head around it, but I mean, like the way he talks is like he talks like a teenager. Like he's like, yeah, so I like, used to live in Aberdeen and like,
Oh my God.
um it sucked there because there was like no one there and there's no colleges or anything. So I did everything online and it was a good experience. And I'm really glad to get out of Aberdeen because there's really no one there. And totally like
Oh my God.
never. Okay, so I'm like, okay. It's really nice meeting you. I can't believe you're younger than me and you're teaching my daughter because I'm a pretty young mom because I had my daughter when I was only 18, so or 19. And so I'm a pretty young, I had my daughter at a pretty young age. So I'm either younger than the teacher or right around the teacher's age. So I don't know why it was so hard to wrap my head around. Like he's a really nice guy, he has a good attitude. My daughter, after she went there, after she went to school for a couple of days, I asked her like, oh, how do you like your teacher and stuff? And she really likes him and everything. So
That's good.
that's good. And I'm happy to hear that. But she said he's weird. He's a weirdo. That's what
nice.
she said to me. He's a weirdo, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I like my teacher, but he's a weirdo.
Yeah. So I guess that's a good thing in her eyes though, because she thinks it's cool that he's so like down to earth and on the same level as these children's, like technology based, like everything's technology and stuff. And he really like all of his like communication is all through this app that he gave all these kids to get their parents to set up. So it's all about this. I cannot make a bow with this yarn. I don't know why I'm having such difficulty. I'm going to give up though because it's not working. But anyways, so yeah, my daughter likes him and that's all that matters. As long as he's a good teacher and he teaches my daughter, that's all I care about. So
right, exactly.
That's the gist of things. I don't know what to add to this bow to make it more poofy.
More poofy. Do I get to see it yet?
No, yeah, sorry. So it's really flat right now. Can you see it?
Aw, I love it.
It's a little doily bow. And I added a little bit of doily fringe around the edge, but I feel like I need to add another layer to make it more poofy.
Right.
It's so flat. See, it's really flat. It's like a bed flipper.
But it looks so pretty.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You need to add anything to it.
Lorelle's the sweetest lady in the world. She's always so kind and nice and tells me they're pretty when they're not.
Yeah, okay. Such a dork.
When I don't think they're pretty. Anyways. Everybody's their own worst critic, huh? Everybody's their
yes,
own
they are.
Critic. I'm going to cut out some of these little flowers out of this curtain. So I really need to start working on my box soon though.
Yeah, you do.
I want to be able to fill my box with flowers so it can be a good like gift.
Why?
I love just, when you're just playing around. I love just making flowers. I love it. it's so, I don't know, it's like a stress reliever for me. I really like
it is.
making fabric flowers. It's one of my first loves in the shabby chic world. And there's just so many possibilities and so many different things you can do. It's really fun. But I suppose I should probably work on my box because I said I was on the video. Lorelle already did her pretty box. So I got my box from Target, and oh my gosh, it's like this cute little miniature lunchbox. I was actually thinking about possibly doing a kit with these kind of boxes because they're so stinking cute. And I just thought they would be so cute to make like a kit and add the paper in the kit to cover the box, and then inside the box, I was thinking about making like I don't know why I'm such a weirdo, and I'm all about like making little like fabric books or like tag albums or like anything like that, but I always want to put them in like a box or a pouch or a bag.
Right. I noticed that. You want to make everything, you want to put it in pouches and boxes.
Something, yeah. I don't know why, but I really like to make like matching pouches and bags and boxes and stuff to put the project that I made in. I don't know why I'm like that, but I just think it's like the coolest thing ever. I really like to make like a matching like accessory to go with it.
Right.
Looks like clothes, yeah. That's a little funny fact, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's super cute. Like a lot of ladies, like one of my faves, Chrissy Crosser. She is the one who I first saw. She makes these super sweet mixed media / vintage / tattered styled fabric books or junk journals or whatever she makes, and she puts them in little pouches and stuff. And that's what got me hooked, is when I seen her do it a couple times on her makes. And she's Chrissy Cross. If you want to check her out on YouTube, she's super talented lady. Love her work. It's amazing. And anyways, yeah, she did something where she like put them in a pouch, and ever since then I've been like, oh, I want to make a pouch for everything that I make. I want to make a matching pouch. I like making matching pouches. But see, like even when you buy these curtains, like they're not really, you can use them for so many different things. Like definitely always pick up these vintage old curtains if you find them at thrift stores, because like if they have a flower design on them, you can cut the flowers out of them and then you can fold them and make these beautiful fabric flowers, or you can use them as like a background on a project, which is super awesome. And it just, it's another layer on your project. And I know us ladies are all about our layers. So that's really good use out of these vintage curtains are awesome. There's so many possibilities, and they're not that expensive too. And there's lots of different ways you can use them in your projects for sure. And you can also cut them up in strips and use them as like dangles, or use them in tassels, or too. There's just a lot of ideas out there. So me and Lorelle, we want to make our junk journals because we really want to make our crafty bucket lists. in our junk journals, because I know Lorelle's really good at writing down all of her stuff, but I'm not very good at that. I used to be really good at that, but now I'm not. So I really want a pretty junk journal to keep my crafty bucket list in. That's my goal in the next couple of weeks. Me and Lorelle are going to get that done. I know we are. We can do it.
Yes, we are. We can do it.
We can do it. Do it. Yes, we can. But also, some things that I think super cool is I lost my train of thought.
Something else you think is really cool is what?
I don't remember. I'm just like trying to talk to fill the silence.
Oh my God. That was good.
I'm
I was
very
trying to remember was, I don't know.
Yeah. This is like, the silence sounds so awkward to me. I'm like, oh, I gotta say something.
I'm sitting cutting petals one after another after another.
Yes, you're a pedal punching lady. Pedal pushing. You're pedal pushing.
Pedal pushing.
Yeah.
Would you like to see my next flower that I finished?
Yes, I'm sure all of the ladies and me would love to see it. Let's go to Lorelle.
Okay, hold on, let me go to me.
And then I can read the screen for a second too.
I've got hot glue everywhere, but
thanks for sticking with us, Little Craft Creations. I know we've already taken up probably about 5 hours of your day.
all right, so here's my next one. And yes, this one is very foofy because I like my foofy flowers.
Oh.
So I just went around and laid them down, and then as I came up, I just kept bringing them up and adding them in between the other ones, and then the top has 3 of them. So I took the doily and I cut the center out because I can use this center in something else, and it's another little doily. And it's not going to show once it's glued down. Then I took the big doily and I cut the corners off, and I made little leaves for my flower.
Yeah. I love adding little leaves to the flowers. That's such a fun little, like embellishment.
My flower.
Yeah. And little.
I love it, and it's so shabby. I mean, look at all the stuff that just comes off as I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So, and it's I think the lighter colors are shabby colors. I think lilac is a very shabby color.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I think it's a shabby color too.
So that's my next flower. So I've got 2 flowers, and I didn't put a center in this one yet because I don't know what I want to put in it yet. But that's my first one with the pink doily. And I should have taken the center out of that one, although that one really doesn't have a center. But I know the other one where's the other one I was working on? Oh, this green one. I know that one has a center, so I'm to do with that. So there are my 2 flowers that are done. And then I was cutting out some more paper ones. I love this flower right here with all the holes in it. I just think that is so pretty. And then I'm going to put this little center in.
Yeah, that is a filigree piece almost.
Just haven't decided where to put the butterfly. If I should just put the butterfly on the box, or if I should put it on. Where's the box? Hold on. I don't know if I should put it on. See, I'm messy when I craft.
Oh, that's.
I don't know if I should
I haven't made any
put it on the
roses.
box.
That's what I can do.
Or are you looking, Ciara? Should I just put it on the box somewhere, or should I put it on one of the flowers somewhere? My little butterfly.
I don't know. I love it either way.
Well, that there didn't help me at all. I think I'm going to stick them right there.
You're the only people watching our show right now.
We're the only people watching our show right now?
Yeah.
That's quite all right.
There's only 2 viewers.
Oh, now there's only 2. So yep, I guess it's just you and me now.
Me and you and me, we're stuck together like sweet tea. You like my?
No, I like my box. I like my box.
I love your box.
I think I love this too. Isn't that pretty? I just love the front right there.
Yeah,
with the word.
You did an
word
awesome
love. I love this paper I used.
Yeah, did you use purple distress on the edges?
Yes. Yeah, around the edges.
It looks freaking really good. Great. And I love how you mixed the fabric with the paper flowers.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, I did the same thing on the side. I put a little and then the paper one on top of it.
Yeah. So are you sure you don't want to go to your channel?
Why? I mean, I suppose we can if you want. I don't think it matters. We can go over to my channel, being is it's just you and me here.
I mean,
not that anybody's watching us.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't care if anyone's watching us either. Like, you know, it's just, we're just crafting and having fun.
Right.
But I just didn't know because I don't want to hog all the airtime. Like, I want you to get your stuff too.
I'll have my time, don't worry. All right, I gotta figure out something. I gotta make a paper butterfly in a different color so that, or something in a paper flower in the back of a different color so that my little butterfly stands out. So that's what I'm looking for. A piece of, ooh, I didn't see this one. Oh, look at this one. Isn't that one pretty?
Oh, that is really pretty.
It's almost the same as the one on the box, but it's just purple and green. So if I make a little flower, no, I need more of a solid color. I need something that's going to help that little butterfly stand out. Maybe we'll do a flower in a solid color. Maybe a striped color. Oh, I think the striped color would look nice. Let's try the striped color. Let's do a really big flower. I just saw someone driving across that bridge during the hurricane.
What?
Someone on the news channel, the hurricane's going on right now, and they just drove across the bridge that's over the water.
Oh,
people are just, I don't know, sometimes.
You would think they would have it closed off.
Exactly, you would think.
Something. You think they probably do have it closed off. They must have like not followed the rules or something, because I can't imagine them.
I know they had all the bridges closed. Maybe it was a news team or somebody, because I know all the bridges are closed.
A stupid news team. Why did they like put a spotlight on them or something?
No, but the late news lady was talking, and in the back I saw the car go by.
Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. I don't know. Some people are nuts, so got too much brain for their bronze, or whatever that saying is.
Too much brawn, not enough brain, more like. All right.
There's some kind of thing, you know, but I don't know what it is. You and me meant to be straight together. Oh, I'm having so much fun creating these little flowers. I love flowers.
I really like my little box. You know why? Because I didn't overthink it.
Nope.
I think that's why I like when we go on, because I have to think quickly and I don't have time to think about all the millions of things that I would like to put on it, you know? It's like, you don't have time for that. Just pick some stuff and get going.
Well, I'm glad you are good out of this.
There, what do you think?
Super cute.
Thank you.
I love it. Okay, ladies. Well, I think we're going to cut my show short. We might go onto Lorelle's channel if she wants to. But I'm going to show my flowers, and then Lorelle could show what she's showed. And then I'm also definitely going to do a project share video once I've completed my project too. But thank you all for coming on and watching and supporting mine and Lorelle's channel. She is linked in the description box. Definitely go check her out. She's awesome. Does amazing crafts. Love everything she does. And I also have my Etsy linked below. I hope you did. You know, we're doing these videos just to, you know, maybe possibly give some inspiration to anyone. So that's the only reason we're doing them. So I hope we inspired someone today. That's our complete and total goal. But I will show and share my flowers, and then Lorelle can share her flowers that she's created so far today with our craftathon that we're doing, and her box, her amazing box that she created too. And then Lorelle will talk and see if she wants to continue this craftathon on her channel. But for now, we'll go ahead and shut this down on my channel. But again, thank you all for watching. And do you want to show all your stuff right now, Lorelle?
I have it on you right now, so go ahead and show yours. I've had it on you for a few minutes while you were talking.
Oh, shoot. Excuse me.
You were fine. You were fine. You were sitting up straight. I would have let you know.
Okay. So what I have going on here is flower. And again, I didn't put any centers in it because I'm trying to keep them without centers, because I like to add my centers after I know what project I'm going to put the flower on, just so, you know, I like to match it. So this flower has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. It's pretty
Hey,
bulky.
Ciara, hold on.
And dimensional.
Did you click on you?
What?
Well, it was still on me. Oh,
is it on me
make
now?
sure you're clicked on you. Yeah. Oh, wait. It's still on me.
Oh, now it's on me. Okay, I wasn't clicked on me. Sorry.
All right.
First, this is the first flower I made. Or maybe not the first. The first flower I made actually was this one, and I have the doilies from the doily bundle in my shop. Please check it out if you're interested. This one I have about 3 doilies on it, pink doilies, and then I have some beautiful shabby curtain material that I cut into squares and I folded to make a beautiful shabby chic flower. And then I made this flower, which has 4 doilies, and I just layered everything. I also used some lace that I cut some flowers out of for another layer on here. It's really nice and poofy and shabby. I really like it. And again, I don't add the centers until I know what project I'm going to put it on. Then I made this flower. I used a doily connector as the middle, and then I used one of the pink flowers from the doily bundles that we're showcasing in this episode that we're showing today. And then I used some shabby fabric as another layer. And then the last layer, I just put on a little center of a doily. So those would just stick out a little bit, kind of like leaves, I was thinking. And then I made this pretty flower. It's a little tiny guy. And I used the purple lilac doilies that I have. And then I used some lace as another layer, and then another little tiny purple doily and a little tiny flower applique in the very middle. It's super cute. And then there's a couple more things I made. So I made this bow, and she's super cute too. I used a bunch of layers. I did try to show on this video step by step how flower. But I mean, sorry, I showed step by step how I made this bow, and it's pretty simple. But leave a comment below if you want me to do a shorter tutorial so you can see the whole thing without all, everything else we've done on this video. I can definitely show how I make these bows. They're really fun and super easy, and they turn out really cute and shabby. I really like them. And then I made this bow with this is the last one that I made. I haven't glued down the middle bow that I just did yet. And this is just out of a doily that I gathered in the middle. And then I added some more doily on the edge. So it turned out quite cute. And I have not even started my box yet. So me and Lorelle will definitely come on again and do our project shares just to share what we made, I think. Or we'll do it separately on our channels, whatever we decide to do. But I know we'll definitely share on our Facebook or whatever once we're done with everything. But love you, ladies, and thank you so much for coming and supporting my channel and supporting my shop. If you have any questions about anything, please feel free to contact me on my Etsy shop, or you can contact me on Facebook. I'm Miller Ciara, or on here on YouTube, you can leave a comment, and I'm Ciara McInerney. That is my maiden name, and Miller is my married name. So anyways, I will go ahead and go over to Lorelle, and she can show you what she completed today.
Okay. Still seeing you. Might need to click on me one more time.
Are you clicked on you?
Yes. Oh, hold on. I thought I was. There we go. I'm still waiting for, okay. Okay. All right, guys. So I did get my box done today because, well, some of it, not all of it, but I did start mine first. So I took this box that I made, I took this box that I took this box that I bought from the dollar store. I'll definitely have to get rid of that bottom. And I chose some papers that kind of went along with the colors of the
flowers,
the doily bundles, the doily bundles from Ciara's store. They had the pinks, the purples, the bluish greens. So I chose paper that had that, and I just covered around it with paper.
I love
I
it.
just rolled it in on the inside. And then I took the top and I took a different piece of paper. It was this one. Oh, there's some spider webs. It had a really pretty print on it, and I really liked that print. I also did some die cuts and did some die cut flowers. So I kind of mixed some of the doilies. Here's one of the doilies. And then I put a paper flower on top of it, and I'm noticing that it's crooked. It needs to be fixed. And then I made another paper flower here and another paper flower here. And then I took the edges and I took this darker paper with this gorgeous writing on it. I don't know if you can see it. And I kind of wrapped it around the edges. And then I distressed it with this really gorgeous, look at that color.
Wow.
Really gorgeous purple just around the edges. That needs a little bit right there for some reason. Just to give it a little bit more. And then on the front of the box, I put another little doily right here, another paper flower, and put this stencil, this die cut. This, can't say that word anymore. This thing that you punch out of a piece of metal. I mean, that's terrible. How do you even describe this stuff anymore if you can't say that word?
We're not monitoring.
Yeah. And then here are the flowers I made so far. So I made this one, which I used that mint green or blue. To me, it looks mint green. And then I used some curtain, a sheer curtain for my next layer. And then I used some material and made the rounded ones for that layer. And then I just added the little white doily in the center of it. And again, I'm going to learn from Ciara, and I'm not going to put a center in it until I know what project I want to use it on. And then I made this gorgeous pink one, doily. And then I used this beautiful white. It's almost like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a cheesecloth, but it's got a pattern on it. It's really pretty. As my second layer. And then I did another pink doily. And then I did add some pink eyelash trim. And then another paper flower in the center, and that also needs a center in it. So mine is kind of.
Yes, I love how you're combining both the paper and the fabric. It's really it's very fringy or
shabby, frayy. As you can see, the pieces just fall off of it all over, so it makes it very shabby. So that's that one. And then my last one, I took a white doily, but I took that center out of it. That's the center that's in the other flower, because you're not going to see it once it's on a project. So I'll probably take a piece of felt and put it on here. But that's what's nice about the doilies, is you can take them apart and make more than one.
Yeah.
And then I took my triangles and just kind of stacked them as it went around into a circle to make that beautiful raised flower like that. And then I took the big doily and I cut the corners off of it just to give leaves on my flower.
Love it.
So that's my nice poofy flower. So those are my 3 flowers so far. I'm sure I will be making quite a bit more flowers to fit in my box. So these can all be stored in my beautiful box like that. And there you go. And now you have like a keepsake box for all your beautiful flowers that you make. So again, you can find all of this at Ciara's Etsy store at CandCCraftNantiques. I'm sure she's got it all listed in the description box. So this was just a fun way for us to craft together today and relieve some stress and have some fun. So anybody that joined us, thank you for joining us today. And anybody that does watch this video, thank you for coming and watching our video. And make sure you like and subscribe to Ciara's channel. She does a lot of amazing work. So,
she's linked
and
in
as
here
well, I'm
too.
sure she's putting a link to my channel as well. So you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel as well. So thank you guys. This was a really fun day. We had a lot of fun. So thank you for watching.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.